Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I'm out of breath because I was working out 5 seconds ago. 2 seconds ago, I was gonna say 5 seconds. Well, I can't breathe. That's all you need to know. I can't breathe. I was gonna say 2 seconds and then 5 seconds, and I said 5 seconds ago. But I also just got all my beverages. I ran over to the other side, check on my dad. I'm out of breath. I got 2 cups of ice, one with water. One is already melting because it's like 80 degrees where I am. Probably hotter. How hot is it? Let's check the phone. My guess is 82. 81. God damn it, I'm wrong. 81 degrees. It feels like it's in the 80s. That's all I know. I got a Gatorade. A tiny one. We got tiny ones again. 2 waters. I got a bottle of water because I'm going to add one of these electrolyte energy multipliers to my drink. My sister was like, we have a whole box of these and they expire in August. So she's like, if you have one a day or one every other day, you'll be good. So my plan is to have one of these every other day so that they don't expire because they're not cheap. They're like 30, 40 bucks for a box. And I hate wasting money. So I'm going to drink one. I'm going to add it to my water right now as I'm dying out of breath. I am on, right? Yes, I am on. All right. Let me go. I can't see the chat. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jay. Hope you're having a great day. Did you see what just dropped? What just dropped? I did not. What just dropped? I made it a point where I was going to start doing trailer reactions again. But just in case anybody didn't know, or I think I told everyone last week, but my father had to get a procedure done on Monday, and he got home yesterday. I believe it was yesterday morning. So my entire week has been going back and forth to the hospital, so I really haven't gotten much done other than that's why Critical Role came out late. That's why I released the Patreon video before the YouTube video, even though we talked about it all week about how I should drop the YouTube video first. Totally forgot to edit it up. And I remember when I was at the hospital and I'm like, shit, I had watched it. I just never edited it up. And I put the Patreon video out on Sunday and it was out of order. Everything was out of order. I barely got Adventure Time out on Monday. This week has been crazy. But my dad had a successful procedure. We got him home yesterday and now there's like some sort of complications going on. Like nothing hard. Like he's home still. But they were saying there's a good chance you could get him home and everything starts falling apart again. They're like, we're crossing our fingers and hoping it doesn't. But they're like, it's very common with the procedure that he got done that you'll be great for like a couple days or a couple weeks and then just fall back into chaos. So he had like a bad day today and we're waiting for the doctor to get back and everything. But he's home. He's taking a nap. That's why I went over and I checked on him right before this. But he's like laying on the couch sleeping. He's good enough where he isn't in the hospital. So that is that. So in case anybody's wondering, because there was like a Venom trailer that dropped. There was like a couple trailers that dropped this week. And I'm like, I just have not had the time to catch up on anything. The Legend of Vox Machina did. Legend of Vox Machina Season 3 teaser. What? When did it drop? It dropped maybe 2. I am so mad because I could have probably done it. So glad your dad is at least okay. Screw my dad. No, I'm just joking. I can't believe I literally, for the last hour, was like, all right, I probably should get a workout in before the live stream because I haven't worked out all week because of my dad. So I was like, there's nothing else going on. And it's the live stream day. So I like to take it a little easy since we're on here for like 3 hours. I didn't see or hear anything. And I was on YouTube. And I'm subscribed to all their stuff. What is this nonsense? I think it's because I put on like a 2-hour... I was watching reaction videos. And it was on like a trilogy of reaction videos. So even though they were only like 30, 40 minutes a piece, it probably was like a good 2 hours of reaction videos that I just had on like loop. So I didn't see it, and I kept checking YouTube because I was watching all this stuff on Roaring Kitty and the stock market today. I was jumping all over the place. I'll definitely do it after this because this is a short one. I know it is already after 6 o'clock. we only have an hour and 26 minutes. If we get to 50 likes, which we're a quarter of the way there, if we get to 50 likes, we'll still have less than 2 hours. The last couple of weeks, we've been having 2+ hour live streams, not counting the additional 30 minutes. So this is going to be max 2 hours of content. You know, we're talking before and after, and during the break, we'll talk a little. But this is only going to be like a 2.5 hour live stream as opposed to our 3+ hour live streams that have been every week for the last couple months, I feel like. I also went ahead and looked at next week's. And next week's episode, I didn't see the title or anything, but I saw the timestamps. And it didn't start to like the 15 or 16 minute mark. And it only had like an hour at the back half. So we're definitely going to take like 30 minutes from the front half before the break of the next episode to add to the live stream. And even then, that one's only going to be an hour and 30 minutes too, or I think less than that. So if we hit the 50 likes, which by the way, everybody like and subscribe. I still got to post mine, by the way. Let me do that now so I don't forget. Posting my second like. And then I'm going to talk about Tealbird's art, because it intrigued me. But remind me to talk about Tealbird's art. I just saw it now and I'm popping on my other account. This is my other account, my final like. And then we will, I think we're up to like 14 or 15 now. Yeah, 15 likes. All right, so we're almost a third of the way there. But either way, if we hit the 50 likes, it'll bring us to 45 minutes, 46 minutes, because like I said, the next episode doesn't start till 15 or 16. Then the hour Patreon will bring us to an hour 45, give or take. And then there is another 30, 35 minutes to the break. But like I said, if I don't add any to the back half, it's only like an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 5 minutes. So we're definitely going to split that in half with YouTube. At the very least, probably do less. Probably do like 10 or 15 minutes on YouTube and then send the other 20+ minutes to the live stream, giving us a good hour and a half. The episodes have gotten short of recent. I know you guys said it had something to do with pandemic, where they were like more on a time schedule because of everything. Either way, we'll figure it out, and we'll obviously have our live streams and content. But Tealbird's art, going back to Tealbird's art, first off, glorious. It is crazy that you're watching them in Aor with what is happening in Campaign 3 right now. Aor. Kimbrel? Is that Kimbrel? Kimbrel or Kimbrel? I don't know if you're new, but I don't recall the name, so welcome. And we're going to do a shot for you, because I always do shots for people with new names, and I was cracking the bottle as I read your name. Brand new bottle. I just cracked it, as you could say. You heard the pop. I told Neil I ran to the liquor store 2 hours ago, probably when Legend of Vox Machina was coming out, right before I got home to work out. And I was like, I got to get some Wild Turkey, because I don't mind Fireball, but if I drink a lot of shots of Fireball, it's got a lot of sugar in it. I end up getting hangover. I wouldn't even call it a hangover. I just feel less normal than if I drank Wild Turkey. I could drink a bottle of this and I wake up in the morning and I'm raring to go. I drink half a bottle of Fireball and I feel like I just drag. I wouldn't even call it a hangover, because a hangover, you're like, bleh, and you hate life. I wouldn't say that. I'm just not normal, energetic Jay. Wild Turkey is like the fuel of the gods. I could drink bottles of this shit and I'll like go lift weights. If I drink this, I'll watch basketball, have 5 to 6 shots easily before the half, and I'll do like a 3-hour workout while I'm pounding shots. If I have Fireball, I'm like, I just want to lay in my bed and be lazy and not do anything. Fireball just makes me a lazy man. But let's say hi to everybody. Well, first off, to Kim, I'm gonna assume it's Kimbrel. Kimbrel. I mean, because of the bell with an R in it, it's making me think Kimbrel. But either way, to Kimbrel, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize for butchering your name. But cheers, the first shot of the night. And then we're going to talk about Tealbird's art, and then we're jumping in. But also, I was going into it before we talk about Tealbird's art. I will do Legend of Vox Machina immediately after this, because like I said, we have a shorter one, and I'm only going to do like a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video. So I would do it right now, but obviously we're in the middle of a live stream. I probably should have looked at my Discord or something. People are probably lighting it up in my Discord, and I didn't see. I am a horrible, horrible man. But I got it. Okay. All is good. We kind of want you to react to the teaser here now and clip it in for a separate video later. I don't know. How long is the teaser? How long is the teaser? Because I mean, I guess I could do that. I don't know. How long is it? Just out of curiosity. Let me say hi to everybody. And real quick, before I say hi to everybody, Tealbird's art. I saw Tealbird's art, and it immediately reminded me of something out of like Aliens or something. I wore my Bo shirt because Bo was obviously on the thumbnail of the episode, and Bo was in the art. But I didn't want to think too much about it because I don't like, I mean, not that it would be a spoiler because I really don't know what I'm looking at. But there was an orb, it looked like, with an eye. I'm not looking at it right now, or I'm just going off what I remember seeing earlier. There was an orb with an eye. I mean, I'm thinking it has something to do with Ford, possibly, because of the sphere. But there were, like, these Bacta type tanks, like in Star Wars, or alien-looking creatures in it from, like, Independence Day. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. But I'm very curious what it was, and I'm assuming we're going to interact with it or see it at some point in this episode. Madeline Rosario, bidet everyone. Madeline, have you been in the chat before? Because I feel like that name does ring a bell, but I'm not sure. It's definitely a name I don't see often if you have been here before. But ignore the orb. Ignore the orb. Just give me an intro and an outro, and I'll have it done when I get home. What, Michael, you're saying do the teaser? Just give me an intro and an outro, and I'll have it done when I get home. Are you talking about the teaser? Like you'll edit the teaser for me? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. Either way, let me say hi to everybody and we'll discuss. Star, clever name I made. Madeline, we got Michael and Lisa Pocky, my moderators. I didn't see the dude, but the dude will always get shouted out. Neil, my good friend, is here. Amelia, Kimbrell, or Kimbrell. I think it's Kimbrell, because you said I was right, but I think I said both. Either way, Kimbrell, Forrest the Runner, Tealbird with that magnificent art every week. I did see M. Gormley. I saw Patrick earlier. I already said Tealbird. 44 is here. I said Amelia already. And I think I got mostly everybody that is written in the chat so far. M. Gormley. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm here playing Rising while... Oh, V Rising. I was like, playing what? V Rising. But everybody, like and subscribe. Art's not up. Art's not up. It's still... I can't see. Karate Kid? Oh. Oh. I was like, Karate Kid? I never... Here we go. All right. Oh, that's right. And I can't use YouTube or Chrome. I got to use Firefox. I never set up the clock. I usually Vero G gives me the timestamp. I know it's immediately after the break because we did go to the break on the last one. So let me get this set up. We got YouTube. The YouTubes. We're getting it set up, everybody. There is the art. Oh, I'm clicking on my live. I'm clicking on my live stream. Episode 119. All right. Do you guys hear it? I have it muted. We're going to go to after the break. Oh, that's loud in my ears. Let's see. Where will we start? Matt Mercer. I'm just going to roll with it a little bit. Look at this imagery. Dawn does art. Yeah, we got every character in the frickin' show. Oh, look who it is over here. All right. And welcome back.
Recovering from that unexpected encounter, that terrifying beast that now lies dead and drying in the center of the laboratory floor, what do you do?
Oh, shit. That was the quickest recap ever. What did I do with my life? I should have just did where he stopped. I didn't expect him to do such
laboratory floor.
Here, I'm going to do...
What do you do?
All right, 1:59:06. That works perfect. 1:59:06, everybody. So get the clocks ready. 1:59:06. Boop. Boop. 1:59. Shutter stopwatch. Boop, 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 boop. Do you think Critical Role dropped the trailer because of my live stream on a Friday? I think so. I think they were like, because we love Jay so much, let's drop the trailer on a Friday right before his live stream. And I never got their text. I missed their text where they were alerting me of such. My bad, Critical Role. Why is this in there? I'm like, why is it catching the screen? All right, that is the clock. Just give it up. I'm here playing V Rising while listening. Art's not up. Got that. I want to pass something by you about Hell of a Boss real quick. Go right ahead. I'd love to, but you're still using a full black box. LOL. Would be amazing. Ha ha ha. No Vero G today. Yeah, where's Vero G? Vero, I hope you're doing well and everything's okay. Because usually I see you early in the chat. So I hope all is well, Vero G. But I'm sure it is. I'm sure Vero... I mean, most of the time Vero G is working. Maybe it's a busy day. It is summer on a weekend or approaching the weekend. I'm pouring my Gatorade in the ice because the ice is melting. And by the time I pour this in, it's going to have totally melted. And the purpose of ice will have been nullified. Okay, everybody like the video. We got a good 20 people in here right now, but we don't have an equivalent amount of likes. So that means some people didn't like because they hate me. And I want to correct this. I want to make sure everyone is having a good time and that you all love me equally. I'm going to pour one more shot because I'm having a great day in general. I mean, overall, as far as days go, it's not a bad day. So... pouring a shot. Is Madeline still here? Because Madeline is another name that I don't recall. And I like taking shots for people that I don't see often. So Madeline Rosario. Is that like Rosario Dawson? Rosario? I feel like that's the same spelling. Both my likes are in. Neil, how you feeling now? Did you get anything else? Or you... Neil was saying he was going to save. We had a bottle of Jameson last night, a little one, like a little teeny, like one of these size, maybe a little bigger than this size bottle of Jameson. And he's like, I'm going to keep the majority of this for the live stream. But he texted me a little while ago and said the bottle did not survive to the live stream. AKA he drank it. It didn't break or anything. It was dranketed. It was dranketed. Vinny says hi. Vinny, hello everybody. Vinny, hi from everybody. Hello everybody. Madeline equals Mad Loath. Well, because I just didn't recognize the name, I'm going to cheers to Mad Loath because we all know Mad Loath. But hi, Mad Loath, aka Madeline, you get a cheers and a shot dedicated because you are one and the same, but new to me in name. So cheers to everyone else as well, but Mad Loath, especially because they're better than all of you. I love purple Gatorade. Purple Gatorade is my favorite of all the Gatorades, I think. I don't know, because I'm not even a grape fan. And it's not even, like, cleverly named. Like, the other ones, we were like, Glacier Cherry, and it's white. Weird. This is just grape. It's not, like, freeze your balls off grape attack or something like that. I wish it was something clever, but nope, it's just grape. All right. I fit all the Gatorade in there. So freeze your balls off grape attack is dead. That's what we're calling it from now on. That is the name of that drink. Grape is just too normal. But Jay, look up a little bit. Oh, Vinny says hi. My like is in. The last episode of season 2 airs in December. Maybe you catch up before then, and then you can post your finale season reaction when it airs. Star, good to know. December. What do we got? July, August, September, October, November. That's doable. I'd have to do like one a week. That's doable. That is very doable because they're easy edits and they're quick to watch. I think we said it last week, Star, but how many episodes is there? There's like I know there's 20 something. I always forget, but I know there's 20 something. I'm already 4 in, so I probably only got like 19 or so left. So if I did, I would yeah, easily one a week. I probably could skip a couple weeks and still do it. I'll aim for that as my goal, Star. I like it. I will try. This is just grape. Sorry. I'll post the art in Discord if anyone wants to see it in bigger. I'm reading multiple things. Yeah, I guess I can't because I went live. I was gonna say I could post the art is on my other computer, or I would totally post a giant thing so we can look at it. But part of me I'm assuming there's no spoilers in it, but I feel like what I was looking at is something I can't understand. Like someone was talking to me earlier and they're like, if you don't understand something at all, like they were like, I've never seen the movie Lord of the Rings. So even if you spoiled something for me and they were like, I never read the books. I know nothing about it. They're not like a movie person. So they were like, I remember seeing imagery of Lord of the Rings and people were like, oh my God, that spoiled the best part. But they're like, if I know nothing about it, how would something spoil me? Because even if I saw like a guy with a ring, I know it's called Lord of the Rings. So obviously a guy's going to have a ring. And if you saw like, oh my God, you saw that person, like how would you know that person is spoilery until you realize they're a spoiler? So like, unless you were like, you read the book or you like knew a lot about what you're watching, no, I feel like you can't spoil things. And I know a lot about this, but I don't know what's to come. So looking at the art, I'm like, I could come up with like weird theories and stuff, but I feel like it didn't, like, I don't, like I said, I don't think it's a spoiler or anything. But part of me is like, what is this dealing with? Cause I don't recognize these things. That's all I'm saying. And I rant about it. So sorry for my horrible ranting. Tealbird, please do always enjoy your work. Yes, Tealbird, by all means, throw it up in the Discord. Galadriel's husband ain't Smith shit. There's a word missing that I can't say. I hate that the emojis block me and it's never going away. It's just always blocking me. Anywho, we're up to 23 and it's already 6:20. I have like been delaying long enough. Maybe we should start. Yeah, Star, you're right. Let's start. I was thinking the same thing. We're almost we're 1 like away from halfway. We're at 24 likes. So let's get rolling. Who will be the 25th like that actually gets us halfway there? I don't know, but right now we're almost there. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Loot the body.
Loot the body.
Yes.
We fuck.
We fuck? What?
Anything right now.
What did that mean? We loot the body and then we fuck? Is that what was that about?
I mean,
I don't know if there's much to loot.
Let me know volume. If that's not that, I
later.
think this is where we had it last week. But let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough, everybody.
Can I
Too
both
loud
of the eyes have,
or not loud
have
enough?
dried
You let me
and-
know.
One that Ford
What
cut
about
off.
Oh, the time.
Oh, sorry, you mean the bulb? Yeah, you can totally take that.
There you go.
ew.
Timestamp.
It's about that large.
We're still
like
at
when you
24
when you
likes,
closer,
but
it's
we're
about the size of a
we got an
candle.
hour
And
and
there's still about
25
maybe
minutes to do it.
7
We need
to
26
8
more
inches
likes.
of
Hour
the
and
stalk,
25
attached
minutes
to it
to
that is
do
like
it.
severed, and you can see this kind of dark, almost purple brown blood that is now splattered on the ground.
We killed a
beside it. It
giant,
has no,
horrific baby monster.
life, but it
Like,
is
what is that all
definitely
about?
carryable.
For the time being, I'm going to take the stalk and tie a knot. On
The
my
gigantic
belt.
baby
got it.
monster is
Cool.
pretty Horrifying.
That's a
Really
good idea.
gross.
The
Kate.
arms
I'm gonna
coming
run
out of
over
the
to
mouth.
door that opened and unleash this terrible
Like,
thing and just peer into
Was
the
there,
hallway.
or is there?
Okay.
I mean, I guess you
I'm
can't tell me that, but
understanding.
was there an explanation that
scar
I
off and look down.
forgot
This is
or
a
missed
similar
or
corridor to
didn't
the one that you
understand
came
as
through
to
to enter here.
why it was a
it is
giant screeching
A
baby
little larger than
monster?
15 feet wide and about as tall. It is metal lined top to bottom. The floor appears to be stone or marble without
Horrifying.
texture to it
Rogue, what is up
necessarily.
in the
And
chat?
about 30
Anybody
feet
else
in, you can
jumping
start
in
seeing
that I hadn't seen
elements
yet?
of the walls that are heavily
And we
cracked
are
some elements
officially
have fallen in. You
halfway,
can
25
see,
likes.
Similar to
Halfway
the previous passageway.
to episode 120,
some
everybody.
Cabling and
I know Michael's
beams of
got a
some
bunch
kind of
he could
crumbled
throw
in
up.
a bit, but a lot of them have been pushed by this creature making its way through, and you can see where it's kind of carved through brute force its way through this hall.
Carved
I'm
its way
assuming
through
that
brute
that fight
force.
didn't take more than a couple minutes total.
The whole fight was less than a minute.
Wow.
Damn.
So my locate object
The
would
whole
still
fight
be up.
lasted less than 1 minute.
Well, is it concentration?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it is. And when you summoned your
Oh, my duplicate.
duplicate, it would have lost it.
Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't mind taking a breather here.
I need
We
to get
feel like we
something
could
cool to
afford it.
drink. But I had a tooth extracted,
Short rest.
Short
so I
rest.
can't decide what's too hot or too cold. I guess
You
it's
guys can
room
set yourselves up for
temperature
a short
ginger
rest.
ale.
Use your hit dice to heal up if you got them. Get your spells back.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys last, my teeth, remember I was saying I don't know what the hell it is, but my teeth were
or,
super
Jester,
sensitive
I
to
don't wanna
cold for like a
assume.
couple days.
I'll say
I
It
mean,
hasn't
you were
happened
taking a
since,
rest while
so I
I
don't know
was
what the hell it
about to-
was.
Exactly.
But I was
So
like,
could
anything
you
I
just
drank with
How-
ice,
how-
I would
how
get
down
like
are you?
brain freeze of the teeth, whatever that
a
is.
little over.
My teeth
Technically,
were
I can keep healing
freaking.
after
I like
she's
couldn't drink
burned all of
ice,
her-
and I
her,
love things to be ice
hit
cold.
dice, right?
I do have full.
Anything
hit
I
dice,
drank
so
with
can-
ice, I was like,
can
holy
go there
shit, my
first.
teeth are
I'd say hit
freaking hurting.
dice first because that way, if you do go down again,
But
you
now
can just
I'm
pop
totally
them back
normal
up,
again.
whereas
Okay.
Like this
dice
is
are-
frozen solid,
is all that
and
they're
it's like
for.
totally normal.
Yeah. That's what I meant, Bo. Definitely. I will.
I
do
just
the
had to
same
test the
if
theory
something
because I'm like,
happens
have I
later.
gotten so
want
used to
to be able
drinking
to
out of the
help
side of my
people,
mouth
you know.
that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
crazy?
I've always got the.
But
if
it
it makes
doesn't
you feel
affect me
better,
anymore.
I've always got
It was
the,
just
the,
for
the
like
one where
3
if I
4
hit
days.
somebody and they're unconscious, they just, they're
That's
they're
true.
way better.
I've got the big bad guy, pack
Yeah.
as well.
Well, somebody needs to like hit hard. So
Right.
yeah.
Just
The
for,
fact she
transparency, I'm
OD'd
gonna
it
use Arcane
is a
Recovery to
different
hold back my
story.
7th
Don't
level
do
spell.
that. Don't
Can you
do
Flat.
that.
It's, yeah, half.
Half
Half
your
your level rounded up.
Run it up? Okay, then yeah, go for it.
Go
how
for
long
it,
is the short rest?
Caleb.
Out of curiosity.
An hour.
Okay,
Wow.
great. I have an 8-hour spell.
What did
still.
Rogue say? Oh, we're talking to Colvin.
Death ward, right?
Colvin, did I not say
But
hi
none
to
of
you?
the slots
Did
can
you
be
just get
6th
here?
level or higher.
Oh, can't be 6th or
I
higher?
don't think I ever said hi to
Indirect
Colvin.
action.
How
So those are one of, I think it was like
damn
1 to
dare
1
I?
to 5th level or the.
Colvin, I
limitations on
apologize.
it.
You get the
Maybe I was
next
sleeping on
shot
the
because I
ground
didn't see
tonight.
you until now.
That's okay.
Maybe you
That's
came
okay.
in late because I don't know how I missed you.
You two were in rare form.
I even
Decimated
read
it.
your comments. Tealbert, please always throw. Yeah, like I even read your comments.
This is pretty
I don't know how I
impressive.
missed Colvin.
That was the most I've ever done on something like that for sure.
I mean, damage.
Faux
Yeah.
It was
show.
very impressive.
Yeah, I feel like between this
Celtics
and the worm,
won game 1 of the
I'm,
finals yesterday. Those of you who care about basketball know
questioning
I'm a
my-
massive Celtics fan.
you know,
Game
this
1,
is,
they
but,
destroyed, almost
it'll
won by
be
20
great.
points.
What
And
are
they
you
were leading by
talking
almost
about,
30
Bo?
at the half.
We landed
It was
some solid
ridiculous how badly beaten the
biffs and
Mavericks were.
Bams.
Oh yeah, just
So
to
I was
make you
thrilled
feel
about
better, I
that.
did
I almost got
literally
sushi.
nothing
But I
the
was
entire time.
slightly drunk and
I
got
think
a
I saw
burger
you smacking
instead.
it in the face a few.
That does make me feel better. Thank
They had a
you.
really good tavern
Yeah.
burger. I went to
You
a
two,
bar
though,
with my sister and her
Oh, good with
boyfriend,
babies.
and they had a glorious tavern burger. It was
Putting
$12.
them down.
It was like a half-pound burger,
doing
amazingly
some damage.
delicious.
Yeah.
And came with a side of fries.
Yeah.
It can be hard.
That
to
was
put a
also
baby down.
delicious. $12. I'm like, shit, I
They
can't
just
even
keep
get
getting back up.
McDonald's this cheap around me.
Yeah.
A value meal at
I
McDonald's is like 10 or $12. And it ain't
Spent a
quality.
lot of good drugs on that baby.
I spent a lot of good
How-
drugs on
how-
that baby.
how-
I had.
I think
that
that's what
whole
Clever was
package
talking
of
about with the
Sood.
O-ding.
That was a lot of Sood.
The Tennessee
maybe I could
Mavericks,
take it down from the
Dallas.
inside
Dallas
when it was in
Mavericks,
there,
Clever.
but,
Tennessee? I don't think
I think it
Tennessee has
just,
a
like,
basketball
knocked it
team. They have a, I mean,
unconscious
they have
for a hot
college.
second.
But Tennessee
That's
does
it.
not have
Yeah, that's why you
a
fell
professional
over.
basketball team.
Babies are resilient.
Dallas
turns out.
Mavericks.
Yeah, well, his sort of girth and density, I imagine that was more like a microdose.
Probably. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Got the job done, though. You're here, breathing.
That's right. Worth it.
We microdosed the baby.
I'll find
the
my
giant
drugs.
baby monster.
I'll find more drugs. There are more drugs. Yeah,
There's more
I'm
drugs
sure
out
we'll
there.
have
There are.
no problem
You're right.
finding more drugs if we need them.
gives me hope.
Yeah. Something to keep
Gives
going
us
for.
hope.
The drugs will
Gives
come
us
out
hope that we will
tomorrow.
find drugs again.
Bet your bottom dollar, right, Yasha?
Bet your
Yes,
bottom
that
dollar.
tomorrow there will be sun.
That tomorrow there'll be sun.
Wait,
Wasn't?
question, though, there will be drugs.
Am I
Sorry.
crazy? But wasn't Ashley
But that's
Johnson as a
specific
child
kind of
involved in
drug that I know
something
about.
Annie related?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I picture. I know she had like
Delightful.
a crazy Annie type hairstyle when she was a child.
Wait, what
But
is-
wasn't she
what-
like
what
Annie in
is
something
this?
or something?
Is
I
this
don't know.
a
I
baby?
imagine Ashley Johnson as
this
Annie
a-
as a child.
was
I
this
know she's
made?
not the Annie
I don't
It
from
had
the
to
movie.
be like this. This isn't natural, right? Did they make this here? Has it
Bet
been
your
alive
bottom
this whole
dollar.
time?
Is
That
this
tomorrow
a
there'll be sun.
biological
Oh yeah.
weapon?
Maybe
Also,
they made it here.
I was
Have we-
watching
have
Dave's
I
Archives.
heard
It's a
of such
channel on
baby
YouTube
before?
that plays endless 80s and
You can
90s
go ahead and
commercials.
roll history.
I get really
Yeah,
nostalgic.
history,
You don't.
old
history or
commercials.
Arcana. You're called.
And I was watching
Would
like
it be in
3
any
hours
creepy,
of commercials.
Scary stories.
And Ashley
scary stories
Johnson
to tell in
popped
the
up
dark
randomly
books
on a
that I have
commercial as a
in my
child
collection at home?
for Minolta cameras. I don't even think Minolta
idea.
does Minolta cameras even exist anymore.
Books on the Inferno,
But it was like a
and all
haunted
kinds of
house, and her and her
strange
friends
oddities across the
went in with a
plains. It
Minolta
was-
camera to take pictures,
Could be anything.
and they got scared so
a lot
badly
of
their
them.
hair
I read
went
about
on
this
end,
lady
like you
once
see
who
in
had
the
a spider
movies.
that laid eggs in
And
her
I'm like,
pee.
holy shit! I
then
told my sister, I'm like, come over here,
let's
look,
load it
it's
up.
Ashley Johnson
outside of the
as like
key?
a
Yeah, like
5-year-old.
the eggs hatched in the peak and the spider eggs went over there.
This is amazing. Aren't we on a bit of a clock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, we're resting. That's
killing-
why
yeah,
we're,
this is
you know,
during
we
the
can't
hour.
do
Annie,
But
no
I'm
idea. Hey,
assuming
look
it's
at that.
been
Yes,
about
she
an
was.
animal.
Annie, a royal
How long-
adventure.
How long would it
She was
take
Annie,
if I were to
But the hair and character you're thinking of
cut and take the spine
is likely
with
growing
me?
pains. That lace
Oh
up.
my
That's what I remember her hair like that in
She can
growing
make more
pains.
bone harps,
But I
like,
also
8 more
remembered her
bone
being
harps.
Annie, so I
That's like
guess
a
she
big
was
yellow.
something
if you
related
wanted
to
to
Annie.
take some time, you
And it
could
has
carve
nothing to
some
do
bone
with
out of
Critical
it.
Role.
The
I just
spine is
remembered.
heavy.
I probably saw it as a
I mean, the
child
entire
or
creature
something.
in its own right.
Because I
kind of
remember her
weighs
as
well over
Annie.
a ton or two.
Because I remembered that character. Like I remembered her from
This would
growing
be-
pains growing
I
up.
saw his body and was like, this would be
So
a
way
beautiful
before
But you
image.
can carve some
Critical
bone
Role.
from it if you'd like. Yeah.
Want to make a
Yeah, I'll take some bone.
xylophone?
Yeah, I'll take some bone just to have.
I'll take some bone.
So you can
Certainly
Some
dried
baby
out now.
bone. We're gonna take some baby bone.
Has its
Is it a
skull
baby bone
fused
if it
yet?
is in the
Is it
form of
still
a
baby
massive
bone?
monstrous creature? I mean, I guess it's still.
I don't want to
Is it a
actually
baby?
think of it as a
I
baby.
guess it's a
okay?
baby.
Sorry,
Yeah, like
it just had a
I'm
baby
with
face,
Laura.
and so
do we
It
want to
also had
think of it
lots
as a
arms
baby?
sticking out of the
It
baby
just had a
face.
baby
It was
face.
not.
Yeah.
Not
And
a
a
baby.
weird.
It was not a
bulb
baby. Laura's
that
like,
was
stop
very,
calling it a baby.
entrancing.
umbilical cord. It
It makes us feel worse to
It
know
can
we
be
murdered
super
a giant
old. I mean,
baby.
this city is like the beginning of time city. It's been here for forever.
Is
Yeah, I
there?
mean,
any-
we're in a laboratory.
Are there any bits of this door that explain why it's being held up, or anything, or like, is this door? This just comes out of the wall. It's just not really.
It raises up.
What do we
Yeah.
got?
And,
And I
based
wanted
on the
to see where
previous
we. I think
doorways
it's
you've encountered,
yeah, we
it looks
end
like
at
it probably has some sort of heavy
3:27.
chain and weighted mechanism that lifts it
3:27
up
we
into
end.
the ceiling.
So, in
And since it raised as the previous
less than
one
20 minutes, we got the hour
closed,
countdown
you
already.
assume that there is some sort of weighted connection
it's
between
gonna be
the
a
two.
fast one. That's why I didn't care about
clear,
ranting and
These people
bullshitting too
who
much in the
existed
beginning
a
of the
long
live
time
stream.
ago, everything that we have read
It's
said
gonna
that
be
they
a quick
were
one.
rivaling, if not surpassing, all arcane ability today. They had
Can we
immeasurable
just
power, so while
not?
it was a long time ago,
She
it's
was
not the
up, up,
beginning
up,
of
I
time.
read
They
that.
would have needed
Taliesin
much
was
time
also
to
in the
achieve this sort of
Explorers. Yes, we talked
sophistication
about
with
that.
their
The
skill.
funny thing though is I still never went back and watched it since then. I've seen the Explorers several times.
He's not wrong.
It was always I've said this
Do
before,
I
but
see
it
any
was always to
signs
me
of
like
dead adventurers,
extremely odd in a way that
people it was
didn't
with
intrigue me like other kid adventure movies.
Diver,
Goonies was always my favorite.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I was never
if you'd
big
like
on
to.
E.T.
or even when I was
E.T. to me was more sad
Open
and
its
scary
belly
than
and
it was
find a
fun.
ladybug.
But now, like as an adult, I
Natural
appreciate it.
20.
But E.T. never really did it for me. Natural 20,
Okay.
Marisha, good to go.
As part
Explorers
of the
was
short
like an
rest as well,
E.T. to
you
me.
Kind of as Yasha
They were
is
more
carving
like
through, you
scary
kind of together
and
guide
weird than
some
they
elements
were
to try and expose the
enjoyable.
contents of its body, of its belly.
Goonies, Labyrinth,
Its
Neverending Story
physiology
were my
is
jams
very
as a
odd,
kid.
and
As far
elements
as
of it don't make
fantastical
sense.
adventure
For one,
type
the
movies.
stomach only has an
Neverending Story story is my number one.
there is
No,
no
Goonies
real
is my number
functional
one, but
digestive
Neverending
tract
Story,
beyond
as
the
far
stomach.
as
was no
crazy
other.
fantasy, because Goonies isn't really fantasy; it's more adventure.
Okay.
And within the stomach, you do find
Labyrinth's
a
up there. Labyrinth is
scattered
really close, but Neverending Story,
digested remnants
Falcor,
of some
and
bone
Artex. I mean,
that
I
still
just loved
exists,
all
though
the,
it is
the
mostly dissolved.
creatures, and it was more real to me.
You can make a
Labyrinth
medicine
was
check
like
if you'd like to, so you
straight
can
up
ascertain the nature of
fantastical
what creature these
craziness.
bones
Could I
originally
help
came
out
from.
with
Like
that?
Neverending Story, because he
Can I
lived in a city
have
and I
Chester
grew up in
help
a
me
city.
Figure out who
It
these
like
people are?
I
Whoever wants
could
to go ahead and
relate
make
to
the
it
check,
almost like
or you
I
can
was
both
like
make
I
it.
want this to
I
be
got good
real.
medicine. Okay.
I could
Yeah,
walk to the
yeah, with
local
advantage.
bookstore in the city,
Okay, you go,
Go for it.
twice.
and I lived in a city, so
Chester.
I related,
What are these bones
and
from?
I wanted the old man to
29.
go.
29. These are
This
definitely
is not
humanoid
the
bones.
book you're looking for.
The rate of dissolution on them says that they have not been in the stomach long, probably been a few days. You'll probably see enough. I mean, who knows how much has been gone, and just these are the remnants of it, but you can see elements of bone here that lead to at least two.
All right, bone of at least two. So this
And-
baby,
yeah.
No,
this
unresolved
baby
weapons.
was eating people. I mean,
not within
I
here, no.
assumed so much.
Did we get an indication
I assumed this baby
from
was eating
Ivor of
people,
how many people
or
he
at the
came
very
with?
least murdering
Yes.
them.
It was 4 or 5, I thought he said.
Yeah. Can't remember, but
He
did
was
tell
in
us.
one
But
scene.
Caleb
Oh,
told
Talzin.
us, Caleb.
I knew
I
he
don't
wasn't one
remember.
of the
I think it was 4
main
or 5.
kids,
Yeah, I think it was 5.
but I honestly,
It was
I
5,
still should have
definitely.
went back.
I remember everything.
If I remember, I'll do so. I do own it. I'm pretty sure I own it. Either way, I'm sure I could find the scene if I just go on YouTube
Okay.
and Google
All right,
scene with
well.
Talzin.
Couple are here.
Bad news for Ivor.
There might be more bad news up ahead.
Yeah. Or maybe an ally. Maybe. I'm not hopeful.
Maybe an
everyone feeling-
ally.
Ready?
Yeah, I certainly don't want to allow the Tomb Takers to catch up with us. So
Yep. Let's
If
move.
Vero doesn't show up soon, who's signing up
We move forward.
for the search
alright?
party?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vero. I'm assuming
Yeah.
we still haven't seen Ninja or Vero. I mean, there's a couple others. I haven't seen Emily Mary. Is Emily Mary? I don't think I saw Emily Mary.
part.
I didn't see Ninja.
She
I didn't see
scrapes
Vero.
okay.
Okay. What is
I
the
mean,
marching order
sometimes
going
we get
forward? You can
Callisto.
Stand 4 in a row.
Callisto's hit or
this
miss
tunnel,
because of
so.
the time
I'll
difference.
be in the front row then.
I mean, we got the hiking Viking,
I'll be in the front
the
as well.
lion,
Yes,
the
I should be
northern
as well,
lion.
In case we see anything.
There's a
tracking.
couple people
Alrighty,
we're
well.
missing, but the
I'll be in the back
Ninja
row.
and Vero
like the middle.
are usually
I'm in the
always
middle.
here at some point soon,
So it'd be
if not already.
Yasha, you gotta be in the front.
I'm assuming Ninja's just got a busy day. Ninja is probably working
continue
Pizza
down
Land
this
because it is a
extended hallway.
beautiful weekend coming up.
Further down, you can see
or a
heavy
summer
dents in these
weekend.
metallic walls.
So my guess
Points
is
of
Ninja is hard at work.
catastrophic impact that cause elements to just bend inward and some of the metal to actually split. And you can see behind
Clever
it,
is
stone
cheersing and smoking, so I'm gonna
elements
do
of,
one.
of cable that also
Because
are now
we're-
severed and crushed.
We're about an hour and 10 minutes in.
The
Or
trauma
hour
in
and 10
here
minutes
shows
left.
that there was major impact from inside
We're gonna have a
here,
shot.
and
Everybody
also
pour 'em if you
structural
got 'em.
damage from a
Drink
heavy
them,
impact,
smoke them,
probably
whatever you
when
want to
this
do.
piece of
You
the
don't got to
city
do
fell
nothing. Just be
to
with us in
Isocross
spirit.
originally.
But this is. I'm going to hold it for
50,
30
60
seconds.
feet down, you begin to see the
And then we're
occasional blood
drinking
smear on the wall.
it. So, Colvin,
Like a handprint that just
Ninja. Oh,
drags
I haven't
across.
seen Shane Barron.
Another place
Dark
you see what looks
Wolf.
to be a blood smear across the ground.
Couple people
that
were
goes
missing
on
today.
for about 40 feet before
I mean,
vanishing, but you see
we
no
are more than
sign
halfway
of
there.
the
We need
box.
24 more likes. 24 more likes. We got an hour and 10 minutes. Do we do it? This might be a
Continuing
week
on.
we don't.
For almost 100 or
Because
so feet
It's just shortened.
The hall
A
opens.
shorten.
into a new
Cheers.
room of sprawling size, but in absolute disarray.
I just
In
spelled it on
architecture to
myself.
the
This one's to
previous
Colvin, by the
laboratory
way,
that
because
you
I
had
read Colvin's
your
comments and
battle
never
with
said
this
hi.
creature in. This room, however, is heavily damaged. You can see major sections of the ceiling that have fallen in due to the structural damage and collapse, and there are large beams and metallic pathways that were once raised that have now fallen to the ground and clattered. You can see there are stone
Freaking
tables that are crushed,
delicious.
and there is broken rock and instruments that are bent.
All right,
and
so we're in a
destroyed, just
room
tossed
of
everywhere.
disarray right now. Disarray.
With a little bit of light as you progress in here and begin to incrementally see, you can see there are, to the right and left of you, open doors, roughly the size of the one that you came through, to small enclosed chambers.
Ah. All right.
You also, you see two to the right and left, and if you do you
Two
wanna
to the
continue
right and
forward?
left. Going to
are they- those
smaller
are open
enclosed
doorways?
chambers.
They are open, yes.
The
I'm
doors are
going
open.
to-
Now,
Yeah.
Put a light.
did
in
he
there?
mean
Oh.
two The way he said it is confusing me.
And I'm gonna
He said
cast locate
2
object
to the
on
right
my
and the
turn.
left. Does he
Okay.
mean 1 on each
Continuing
side,
forward,
or
as
2 to the
light
right,
kinda
2 to
drifts
the
out,
left?
You can see
4
now
total.
these
'Cause he
additional
said
doors,
there are
a
2
number
in
of
front
them,
of you,
and there are varying sizes,
left and
but
the
they
right.
are enclosed within.
I'm
They
assuming he
are
means 1 on each side.
similar to like prison cells. There is no window or door with the inside. They are more like containment units, but they are open.
Containment units.
You see,
Are these what
shards
the
of
art
glass
was?
around you and
Are these
debris.
what the art was?
And
Containment units?
Caduceus, Beauregard, and Caleb, with your passive perceptions, you also see signs of a deadly confrontation. You see melted bones, bloody smears, shreds of clothing left behind amongst the
We got
debris
some
and rubble.
violent attack over here.
Like jail cells.
44.
I mean, it's the
Got
best
my
thing to
2
equate it
likes
to, 'cause
in.
there is a
We're up to
door and there's
28,
no
22
other
away. I
exit
mean, we
from
are
it. There is
making
no,
good ground.
Window or anything.
We're not even to
Test
the hour
subjects.
countdown.
Test subjects, yeah.
Is there any
We're
writing
almost,
like we
and
have,
Michael's still got a bunch to
encountered
add. I mean,
previously?
we need about, a
make a
little under
perception
20. We probably need 18 more. I'm going to assume until Michael throws them in that we need
You
22.
do. It is.
But I know that we
below
could count on Michael
and
for a
a little
couple.
ways to the
So
right.
let's assume we need
beneath
around
the chamber.
20 likes left.
20.
20. Okay.
4
Couple
doors,
things catch your eye.
4 heads of varying
You see
size.
a
Okay, so it is
glimmer
4
of some
doors.
sort of shiny metallic.
It was
rod
on
that's
Netflix recently after
maybe
the
about 15
whale
feet off from
debut,
you that's
but
partially
now
buried
it
and,
is still there.
left underneath
How
one of the
can
cracked
you
tables.
see melted bones?
You also. see a
My,
bit
I
of
was thinking
kind of
that
sky blue.
I'm guessing
colored
they're
cloth
like still
that
partially
stands out against the rest of the debris,
intact.
about 20 feet ahead of you.
But yes, I get what you're
See,
saying.
like it's right next to one of the
'Cause you
openings
can't really
to one of
melt
those
bone.
chambers.
I
and
get
it
what
looks
you're
like a piece
saying.
of the chamber door has fallen over, and you just see a little bit.
It,
of
like,
this
triggered
kind
a
of
thought in
light
my
blue
head,
shawl
too,
that is peeking
when he
out
said
from
melted
underneath
bone, I was like, that's interesting. But I didn't put too much thought into it.
You do also see, further in the chamber,
Creatures?
large, kind of somewhat green frosted, or the remnants of green frosted glass containers.
Oh, there it
that
is.
Immediately remind you
Of Halas.
of Halas and the Folding Halls.
Oh, God, that's
Size
right.
thereabouts?
Larger
Larger.
Oh, shit.
and broken.
I love it.
The glass
I
is
totally,
shattered,
until he said it, I was like, halas.
and some of them are
when
like
we
tipped
had all the
over and broken on the
halasses.
ground. Towards the back, which you do finally see an end of the chamber about 120 feet
Is
in.
this
is a
coming
large,
full
almost
circle
like
with
massive
Halas?
warehouse type interior.
like-
you see
or is it
two
just
that are still
coincidence?
solid, unbroken. This distance you can't make out much beyond that.
2 unbroken in the back. That was the art.
You can see
That
there is
was
a
the art.
panel kind of in the center.
See,
of
that's
the
not
chamber
really a
between
spoiler
these
at all.
That is not ruined.
Because we
That does
don't.
seem to have
That's
some sort of
perfect
writing,
example
but
of what
you
I
have
was
to
just
get
saying
closer
earlier.
and through the
I
use of
didn't
stealth
know
rather
till I
than-
knew, and once you know, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, first thing to do is read before touching, so I will cast tongues on myself.
And I still have
again
no idea what the frig it is. I just
approach,
know
that writing.
Okay.
it's. I honestly
Silent
never
in
even made the
room? Is it
connection to
silent
Halas.
in here?
Well, I was like, these
At
look
the
like
moment,
back to
right now,
tanks
if
in
you'd
Star
like to make a
Wars.
perception check,
Yeah.
listen, you can.
Or like
I
I
also
said, Independence Day, where they had the
wanted
aliens
to see if
preserved in those like
bones
cylinders.
looked like
They
were
looked
acid melted
alien-ish.
or something else melted.
Okay.
I know there've been in other things too.
No,
I
make
mean
my
cylinders
way to
that have.
24.
I mean, maybe it was even in
24,
Alien.
okay.
Did aliens ever
27.
have them
27.
preserved in?
Listening out and keeping your eyes peeled,
Canisters
you
or
do not
containers like
hear
that?
any movement. It is still, eerily so, in here. The only sound you make is the sound of crunching debris beneath the bootfalls of you and your compatriots around you. But because the chamber is so large, because there's so much debris in the way, what faint bit of an echo there would be is absorbed by the surrounding irregularities. You were looking towards...
I just wanted, one of the things I wanted to
the
see
bones?
was to,
Make a medicine check for me.
Also note, I meant comprehend language, not tongues.
I assume that's what you
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
17.
17. The bones you do find do appear to be acid dissolved. Yeah.
That's good.
Acid dissolved. That's
you were
good.
Inspecting
That's
the
good.
shawl?
Yes.
Okay.
Alien
You
Resurrection.
go towards it, and you can see now it
Sure
is stained with
as
blood
fuck
and
did. Okay.
torn, peeking out from underneath the barrier.
I also feel like
and from glancing,
Prometheus
it
might
looks
have
like
done
there is
something
a
like
crushed
that.
body beneath that piece of metal.
Recent blood? Is it brown and dark, or is it fresher?
It's brown, it's congealed, but it's not entirely dried. It seems a little bit fresher than what you would expect to a place so ancient.
I just shout out to the rest. I think there's a body still here.
All
And
right,
I
fresh
move
blood.
Closer towards it.
We have
I'm gonna
fresh
move
blood.
Closer towards it too and detect undead.
Okay. You do not detect undead.
I'm gonna head over that
7
way
more
as well.
minutes. We're gonna do another shot,
You
everybody.
go and see. you
In
can
7
see what
minutes,
looks
we're at
like
the hour countdown
that bit
already.
of cloth material. There was a shoulder,
3:27.
and you
This
see a little
all
bit of hair.
ends. But then,
Still
you
kind of
know,
pinned
22
beneath
more
the-
likes. We'll
the
jump in
metal
to episode
plate that is fallen
120.
on top of it.
Yasha,
But get ready. 7 minutes.
help me lift this.
Doing a shot.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check with advantage, or you both can roll.
I'm advantage.
Geiger took not Tongue of Heart. I don't know what that means. I just remember Sigourney
enough to do,
and the
you pick it up and
flamethrower
shift
in
it
that
over. You hear the
room.
as it grinds
Alien
across the stone.
Resurrection. Gallagher.
And when that hits the
took
ground, it hits with a
not
heavy
I don't know
impact,
if I'm
and you do
reading
feel
that
the
wrong.
kind of echo throughout the room a bit. A little bit of dust kind of settles a bit from the
I'm going
ceiling.
High alert.
Okay.
High alert.
You do see the partially crushed corpse of what looks to be a woman,
Oh shit.
wearing fine studded leather gear, half elven, and the rest of the shawl that you see that is torn and bloodied from part of the torso, you can see that is just gashed open.
Yeah.
Does bear the mark of the Cerberus Assembly.
Oh,
across
shit.
the lapel.
Cerberus Assembly. Elven
Cerberus
woman.
Assembly.
It's the annex.
The annex?
The annex.
The assistant.
Zana.
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 Oh.
Is it Zana?
Yes, yeah.
Delio?
Oh.
Can I search her?
I was like, what? Liam got to that quick.
Letters.
ID.
Sure. Make it
Ordinances.
I think he's right.
Student ID.
He got to that quick. I just
Should
was
I-
like, what
Everything.
are you talking about,
Should I do
Seth?
this or should I make Bo and search her?
Is it perception or investigation?
Investigation.
I mean, I can do it.
I mean, I
Is
said I was
Amy and
gonna do
David
it, but-
France out there too? I'm trying to think of the people we're missing
Okay.
this week.
Okay.
I haven't mentioned
no,
Amy,
no, no,
Amy and David,
detective
the
here, check my
Towery
magnifying
family.
glass.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even guide myself. Yeah.
You're holding.
Be fair.
Always forgets to
the
guide
other
herself.
hand was a little
Yeah.
occupied.
15.
15. Okay.
Not the worst.
Looking through, you do not see any coins per se. There is a small
High
short
school
sword,
science class
that is
also
sheathed.
had
Doesn't look like it gets a lot of
those
use.
canisters with the things in them.
You do not see
Your
any other
actual
weapon,
high school
though there
science
is a
class?
sheath for what looks to be almost like a rapier or a long, thin weapon on the other hip. This individual is wearing fine leather armor. For the state of the rest of the body, especially given some of the recent
I think we
encounters you've had,
steal everything
and
off
the-
her dead body.
the damage that the physical torso and head has sustained, the armor is fairly impeccably kept.
Take the armor.
Any documents? Any notes?
The fact that
Not
Matt
really
is
fine, but she's got
is
some
specifically stating
Cool armor.
how good the armor
Did you
is.
check like her
yeah.
cleavage pot? There's
Laura
always a
said the
cleavage
same
pot.
thing.
Can I check?
The fact
and
that
see
Matt
if
went
I
into
find any
specifics on how
paper.
like intact the
different
armor
enough?
is
Sure.
means to me we
You
should probably
reach
steal this
through
armor.
the front of the chest plate to where the
Well,
cleavage
is
would
it
be, and
stealing
your
if they're
hand finds
dead?
an open cavity.
Can you steal it from a dead person?
I just pull it back
that
a
a
little
thing?
Fingers
freaked out.
find your fingers find
I feel like if you're dead, you
and you
cannot.
pull out and your hand is just covered
you don't.
in
You don't
coagulated.
have.
Gross.
ownership
gross,
anymore.
Gross. Gross. I walk
I don't know
away.
what
Wipe
it
on
would
something,
be.
Wipe it on the wall.
I wipe it
Because
like
you
this is-
legally probably can't just take people's stuff, but if they're dead, they don't own it.
I'm gonna
I don't
start
know.
searching around for that
I don't
other
know.
weapon. I'll say
can put-
there. She has
Unless they have a
another
will,
weapon.
I feel like it's fair game.
Like a long skinny.
And I'm pretty sure
It was a rod.
Zana didn't write a will
was a
before
rod?
she got crushed by a
You're talking
rock.
about that, but the DM
Okay.
also mentioned a rod booking.
Obviously, it was a rod, but I don't know that.
How was that Jeep?
Caleb, you would.
The new Jeep?
I-
Or my
I
Jeep?
pulled out everything.
Right.
Or are
you
we
are
talking
right.
about
was a
something else
rock.
clever? The new Jeep, the
No, I meant the
2024,
panel
my
you were
sister
talking
uses
about.
more than anybody.
Gotcha.
But we used it to
So,
go
at
back
the
and forth to the
panel.
hospital a lot. My Jeep is glorious. I
The-
used it yesterday to go to
the
the movies with
phrasing
Neil.
there
Me and Neil went and saw Bad
essentially
Boys
translates
4
to
yesterday.
Hunter development list.
And then hit the bar up before the Celtics game.
Hunter.
I actually thought it was really good. Me and Neil agreed.
The bottom
I thought it
portion
was
of
better
portion
than
of it is
3.
missing. It looks like
I think part
it
4
has
was
sustained
on
some
par
damage,
with the
and
original
some
Bad
of the
Boys.
stonework
I
is
think
cracked
Bad Boys
and
2
removed
is
from
by
it, but
far the
what you
best.
do
But I
see
thought
beneath
part
that,
4
you see
was
a
on
phrase that
par
says,
with Bad Boys 1 as
"Absorber,
far as enjoyability.
0-072.
3 is the worst. And 3 I didn't even think was that bad. I just think it's very. I just think it's
072.
not
Correct.
memorable.
Absorber.
It was like,
Beneath
all
that, you
right,
see
that was a
nullifier.
movie, and then you move on with your life and never remember it. There were
0-038.
so many things. I'm paying attention, by the way. I'm paying
Nullifier.
attention.
Yeah,
Nullifier.
No, this sucks. This is
But-
stuff that fucks up magic.
We just
Yeah, we were
killed
talking
the
about it
absorber.
after. There was a lot of things that happened in 3
Subject
that
is the
affect
next one.
4.
0-002.
And Neil had to remind me because I'm like, I don't remember any of this shit.
That's an early
So
one.
3
Yeah,
was
it
just
is
not memorable.
subject.
But
And
it
that's
wasn't
all
like
that
the
remains
worst.
on that panel.
Well, it was the worst, but it
Now,
wasn't
those
like a
words
bad
by-
movie.
buttons of any kind? Or they're
So go
just-
watch Bad
Those
Boys
are the
4.
other
Vero
doors.
G, hi guys, I'm
Numbers
listening
on
from the
top of
office
the,
while doing notes. How much time is left?
was
We're
that?
2
Any
minutes away
numbers
from
on
the
top
hour
of the
countdown, Vero.
doors
So
or-
I'm gonna pour the shot now.
Going
So
keeping
everybody
an eye
get
out, you do
ready.
not see doors
Shots
marking, or any numbers
poured.
marking the doors.
2 minutes to the hour
How's that on
countdown.
the-
We're gonna do the
is it,
shot
can
in
I-
2 minutes.
Can I get it off that?
But we got an
body?
hour left, Vero,
Yeah,
and we're
we got
at
that
30
body.
likes.
It'll take
We
you a
need
little
20
bit.
more
It's-
likes, everybody.
It's not going to be the
20 more
cleanest
likes.
ever.
We have an
It
hour
definitely smells of
and
decay.
1 minute to do it.
Work
Do
on
we
it.
do it?
Alright.
Do we succeed? We've been hitting
I'm gonna search for that rod
50 likes
that Caleb pointed out. So I'm gonna
consistently
go to that
for
rod
months.
That Caleb pointed out.
Okay.
I would say in the last
You
4
feel free.
months, we might have missed
And it is,
one
it
or
is
two
a
at most.
solid platinum.
So we've been doing it,
like a
but
thin,
this is
almost
also
like a
one of the
cane,
shortest
like a walking cane,
we've had in a while.
that has interesting.
Like, we'll be done in an hour.
Counting
Counting my ranting and everything, it'll be under 2
Very,
hours. Like right
beautiful
now, or
in its
maybe a little
simplicity.
over
It's
2 hours.
lightweight,
Right now we're
and it
hitting
looks
the
like made
hour
of
mark.
platinum.
But mind you, that was like 15
Ooh,
minutes
I'll do
of
a
me
little
not even being
song and
on
dance with
the
it.
screen. It was just like
I bet
the
it
coming
is.
soon
Do something
screen.
like a-
So by the time
No, I
all
don't
is said
know
and
if it
done,
accidentally has something.
if we
with
don't
it.
hit the 50
It
likes,
could
we
be,
will
super
be
dangerous.
under 2
trust the
hours
technology.
combined with
Okay.
everything.
The rod that she is carrying is
Very
indeed
short.
magical.
We've been
as
doing
well as
2
the
hour
armor that
plus
you are
live
moving
streams
from the
without
body.
the 30
And
minutes.
I
Ooh, grab the little strap to tie it to
So
your waist.
let's
She has
make
a harness
magic
for this
happen.
thing.
You also sense strong
I think
magical
we could
essences
do it.
coming from
I
the
think
two
we could do it,
unbroken
everybody.
glass
I have no effect on it. I mean, I threw up my likes,
containers
so
on the
I
far
can't
side of the
affect it
chamber.
from here on. But we
Yeah,
can, as a
can I
group,
make my
as
way,
a
make my
team,
way to the test
like the
tubes?
video,
Sure.
jump
Thank
on
you.
15 other accounts and make it happen.
Were those test tubes large
Following.
enough to hold said elephant baby?
I mean, people are
Not
throwing
quite
likes
that
up.
large, no. But they
18
both
to
of them
go,
look to be
18 to
between
go, and here
12,
comes the
13
hour
feet tall
countdown.
and about
I saw he
say,
did a hot
8, 9
ones.
feet.
I was going to
Cool.
check it out
Yeah,
who did a
great,
hot
great,
ones.
great.
Watched
Yep.
Will's hot ones, and it worked.
Take
I feel
attendance,
bad
so
for him
As you
now.
both approach and the light
Jada
kind of
is
helps you clarify the details, you can
On
see the
some
interior of the
kind
glass.
of
Much
clever.
like the
I
shadow ones
agree.
around,
I don't excuse
definitely
Will,
dirty. You can see there is kind
but
of
I don't hate him
old,
because I understand.
long built up, whether
that-
it be bacteria.
I'm not
or
going to
some
say
sort of
women
fungus
can be
or just
crazy
dirt
because
has
women and
gotten
men can be crazy.
splotches on the
I'll say
inside of the glass.
significant others can
But
make you
also
crazy.
see
That's the best way to
shapes of
put it.
something
Because it
within.
goes both
And
ways.
it
But
appears to
I
be
would
liquid
definitely
filled.
say, bitch
And
be
as you get
cray.
close,
And I don't talk
you
like
see
that.
within one
That
glass
bitch
tube,
is
the one that's
crazy.
to the kind of
Jada,
the left of where
Jada,
you're
if you
facing,
watch her shows and stuff,
a
that
vaguely humanoid
lady is fucking nuts.
bipedal body of a
She's hot,
kind of
though.
dark
She
yellow
is attractive.
jaundiced color.
cheers to that.
Standing, or
Cheers
would be
to her being
standing
a
if it were
crazy
standing
hot
about 10
bitch.
feet tall.
To-
But it is currently
to
hunched
Will
and
Smith.
just kind of elevated within the tube.
What's it called when you're
long,
caught
gated
stealing
arms
from
and
dead
his
bodies on a
massive clawed
battlefield?
hands,
Yeah, like I would
while
love to know if there's a
terrifying
term for
serpent
that.
head sits on its shoulders.
I feel like if you
Eyes are
steal from a
closed and
dead
something
body on a
corporal.
battlefield,
Its torso,
it
you
is
can see, seems to bear
like
nearly a dozen odd
product
slits, like
of war.
horizontal gills.
like
across
it's
it
gonna
in
happen.
an
If you
odd
engage in
pattern.
war and you die, your shit's gonna get
As you
stolen.
kind of look over,
like
you
you know,
swear you see one of these
within
slits
reason,
just
unless you got a
twitch
will.
faintly. To the right, you see another.
If you have like a will in your
within
pocket
this
saying
one,
"Don't touch my
it
goddamn
holds a
sword,"
quadrupedal
then I'd feel bad.
panther-like
Cheers
creature,
to
nearly
whoever.
the
Who's
size
in
of
the
a
chat?
horse, that
Anybody
is
new in the
curled
chat?
up on itself and kind of just.
I'm gonna do this one for
drifting and
Lace.
leaning against one side.
You've got to start sewing
You can see it has these heavy
these new
claws,
movies
though
for
they're
your
currently not
oh
extended.
saving these new movies for your
And a
reaction channel.
Weirdly colorful
Lace Apaki,
patterned
cheers.
body that has elements of maroon and teal. It's weirdly, unexpectedly colorful, and you can see where it rests suspended. It has a thick, fleshy stalk of a tail that seems to emerge from the base
I
of
watch
its pelvis, and it curves
so many new
underneath it. At the
movies
end of it, you
in the
see an
theaters. I get what
eyeball
Lace Up is
about
saying.
this
Lace Up
large,
saying,
lidless.
how are you going to
within
react to
there. And
movies
as
if
soon
you
as see
keep
it,
watching them in the theater?
looks
And you're not
directly
wrong. But I also like reacting to
Underneath the pelvis?
older
Or
movies
on the tail?
and
At the end of
TV
the
shows
tail.
more.
God, is there any labeling,
But
numbering?
I mean,
On
there's a lot of
eyeball on the
reactors I
tail?
watch
On
who
the
said they
back.
literally
Head,
stopped
right?
going to the theaters
You
so they
approach
could
and
react
look
and
down
put them
into
on
the
their
base
channels.
of the,
I think I enjoy going to the movies too much. Me and Neil make like a movie night out of
At
it
the
every
base
week.
of the one
I
that
just
has
love
the eye at the end
going
of
to
the
the
tail.
movies. Ever since I was a kid, it is like probably why I got into reacting to begin with. So-
The nullifier or the we
There'll
have
be
absorber
some I
or
missed,
fire?
like the
You were just
Strangers. I just
absorbed
got
in that
Strangers
last
Chapter
chamber,
1.
and
I
wondering
hear
if
it is
that was the
garbage,
absorber.
but I haven't seen it
That
yet,
could be
and
the
I just
cyber.
got it.
If it's
It came out on
displacer-based,
streaming.
it could be.
But I'm not. That's a bad example because I'm not going to react to that because everyone hated it
Yes.
that I talked
So
to.
the
But there are
Please don't.
occasionally
The-
some that
Break
slip
out.
through the
the
cracks.
creature,
Like
the panther-like creature, underneath the glass, you could see while your spell is still on there. It reads, Absorber.
thick flesh stalk.
There's no number. It just says absorber.
Absorber. Oh,
The
wait. Oh,
one that has the serpent head and the elongated arms. It says nullifier.
nullifier and absorber.
Okay.
It's just
Nullifier, absorber. What was the name?
As you are this far in the chamber, you do see the end of it. As the far wall
Wasn't there a
comes
creature?
to an end. You can see
I know there's a
there
Marvel weapon called the something
is
nullifier.
a heavy crumbled
There's like
mass
a
of
what like an epic Marvel
failed
comics weapon
structure that is just
called the
fallen in
something
and blocked any
nullifier, and it's
further
like one of the
access.
most powerful things in the universe.
From when you glanced around, you haven't
The
noticed any sort of
absorber.
other.
Wasn't there a
exit
creature that had
doors
some kind of
prominently
name
displayed.
similar to an absorber or something?
I don't like this room, you
Yeah,
guys.
this is a creepy room, that's for sure.
Me neither.
there's been no floor grates, no.
It weighs down.
If you
I
wanna
think it
go
would
ahead and take a look,
possibly
roll
be
perception check.
so considered ransacking or pillaging. It is when you're immature like me,
30.
lol.
30.
Thick flesh
Roll. You
stalk.
You do not see any
Hey,
floor grates. And
fleshy.
as they're kind of having these conversations,
Seen a
and
reactor or
dancing
two
about
that
and
have
futzing
done
with
the reactions in
armor,
the
you
theater
kind of
too. Don't know
begin to
how
do the
they pull it
Caduceus
off.
Scan of the environment.
But it might be an option
And
if
as
you
tall
could
as you
get
are, and
Neil
seeing what's around there, you begin
on the
to kind
react.
of crouch
I've seen
low
people
and
do it
glance
where they set up a
beneath some of these
camera in the
fallen
theater,
tables.
and they don't
What
show
you do eventually find
the screen,
near
but you
kind
could
of the
hear
far
it,
right end of where the heavy
and they kind
structural
of do
damage
like.
is.
I've seen people do it,
You
and
see,
I know what you're talking about. I've seen people do it
Underneath one of the
multiple
stone
ways.
tables that is
I
partially
also feel
lit to one
like
side,
you're very likely to get
opening
a
in the
copyright
wall.
strike if
About
you get caught
2 feet
more
by
so
2.5
than
feet.
anything else because
Very
of what
tight.
you're doing. But I mean, it's
But it
possible.
seems to be an
You
angle
get away. I mean, people get away with it.
about enough, it's large enough for a singular person to.
And the way we go, me and
of
Neil always go to
your
Dolby.
largest sizes,
And
uncomfortably
Dolby and
fit through,
AMC
but
is set
fit
up where
through.
you get your own like private row. And there's like a ledge in front of you, so you could easily set up a
Down
camera
and to the right. Is it in the
on
right
the ledge.
direction?
Seems to be
And
angling in a
most of the
somewhat
time we go to like
similar direction.
matinees,
Go.
so like no one's in the theater with us. There's like
doing here,
a couple
handed
people,
this
but
to
we
me.
usually have the row to
Caduceus
ourselves,
scanned
and
the
the rows
room
are separated
and
by
started in
legends,
on
so
identifying
no one
for
would even
this
see us, and we
fraud.
could probably do
Okay,
is
so
set up a
we can wait
camera or
another
something.
6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But
think
I
we
feel
can
like
maybe
it would be
start
more likely to
sending
get a
people
copyright
through.
strike
It's
just
going
based
to
on the
be-
fact that it
We just
is
don't know if it'll slide.
still
and
in
then that'll be
theaters.
it.
Fair.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll try
These are
it.
my goggles, yeah?
Maybe we'll try it.
If you
I'm gonna-
lose those,
The
I'll
next
break
big
your
one.
pinky.
Me and Neil
I'm
were
gonna
talking
guide you
yesterday. I think the
before you
next
head
big
in there.
movie coming out is
Just
Twisters.
so you get a,
Do you
a
want?
little help
Thank you.
on something.
Do you want a rope in case you need
Ready?
to be
We're gonna
pulled
look
up?
right now.
Yes.
Neil, Neil, when you looked it up, what was
Great.
it? Because I was
Who's got
driving.
rope?
But Neil, I think Neil looked it up. I can't remember. Inside Out 2 comes out next week.
Feet of rope.
Twisters, oh, that's July. Twisters is
Because of the
July.
tubes.
Quiet Place,
Which
day
is
one
weird,
is
I
the
wanna
end
notice.
of the
I think
month.
I still have rope.
By the way, do
The
you see
Bike
any sort
Riders,
of
I want to see that,
flush
Neil.
or
The
not
Bike
flush
Riders with Tom
buttons that were
Hardy,
in
bunch
the
of famous
previous
people.
room?
Glancing
Norman
around
Reedus is
here,
in it.
you see things that might have held a similar
Honestly, there's
structure,
nothing
but
crazy
have since
coming
been
out. I mean,
shattered.
Inside Out 2 is the only
this
one.
isn't some extremely button-covered,
Inside Out 2.
Everything here is
Neil, we
generally
gotta
much
see
more
Inside Out
reserved
2.
and-
I've never
and
seen
deliberately
Inside Out
placed
1. Should I
in smaller
react to it,
spaces,
everybody?
at least
I've
from
never
what you
seen
can
Inside
gather of the
Out
strange
Part 1.
Aorn
I hear
layout.
great things.
You see a
Never seen it.
couple of platforms.
Maybe
that
I should do that. Maybe
probably
this
serve
week
a
I should
similar
react
purpose, but they
to
have
Inside
been
Out Part 1.
wrecked.
Does this room seem like this was like the hangout place for giant baby elephant and
Deadpool and
like it's
Wolverine,
just
I think,
ravaged
is the
the
biggest
room
coming
because
soon.
of it?
Yeah, that's
It kinda does.
July. I want to say the end
You
of
can
July.
see some of the side chambers.
It's
that
like
are
mid
open,
to
those
end of July, like
cell-like
after
chambers
4th
would
of
be large
July.
enough to
So
carry a creature like
we
this.
got a good month before
Just so we're
that.
acknowledging
Twisters,
it,
I
right? If we
thought
move
was June, but
forward and
apparently
if
that's
someone
July.
does happen to catch up to us at
I
this
love
point, we will be
Twister.
ahead, and
The
they could,
original
in
Twister
theory,
with,
take these two things
Bill
out of the
Paxton.
cages and send them after us.
One of
don't
my
think there's
favorite
anything
movies. I've
worth
rewatched that thing 1,000 times. If
doing
you
to
go back
them
and
while
watch
they're
that
in
movie,
Could
there
we
is
open
like
the cages
20
and
famous people in
convince
that
them
movie.
to be on our side?
So many
with
famous
some
people in
sort
that
of
movie.
magic?
And like people that weren't famous at all.
You just ignore them.
Like
and hope that-
Philip
We could
Seymour
tell them to run
Hoffman.
the other way, but
He was like a nobody
Is
when he did
there
that
anything
movie.
like giant baby?
And then
I
he ended
don't
up
think
winning
they
an
can use
Academy
him.
I
Award.
think this is
Ford is
exactly
very-
the sort of thing
Bill
we
Paxton.
shouldn't
It's
touch.
very persuasive.
Chandler.
Did you have any
know
magic
that.
that could control
Is
the
it
command
not
thing?
Chandler?
yeah. In
What the hell was the
As an
dude's name in
idea,
Ferris
as
Bueller?
I'm tracing circles around this rod, could we maybe all go into that little tunnel and break them out out and seal this
Inside
passage
Out
after
makes
us.
everyone
They are
cry.
left for anyone coming
Will I
behind us.
take the challenge? Inside Out is so good. Yes, react to
can
it.
you
The new
shift
Bad
stone
Boys is
around
the
like
5th
you've
one,
done
not the
before?
4th. Is it?
You shifted him
I don't
out of the
think
way?
so,
Could you
Mike.
shift it out of the way?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
but
Is
then we'd
it?
have to fight them when we come back out.
I don't think it is. I think there's only 4.
I think we
fair
just
point.
leave them
I
alone.
The
think
new
we
Bad
leave
Boys is the
them.
5th one.
I
not
think
gonna be
whoever
the
it
4th.
is that releases
I mean,
them
you
in the
could be
future,
right.
like,
Me and Neil were talking about
they'll
it, though.
probably have to
I'm
fight
almost
them, too.
100%
I'll
sure.
leave something for whoever comes next.
I don't
can
know.
also leave a wire
Neil,
up.
Neil can. I mean, not that I don't
Yeah.
believe
All
Michael,
right.
but me and Neil were talking about it. And Neil knew a lot
You don't
more than
have-
me, and I'm almost positive it was
At
the
some
4th
point,
one. We were
someone-
even
one of
talking
us
to a
had
guy in
some
the
sort of
theater
glyph that
who
we
was
could
like
put
a
on
super
something.
fan,
I have that.
and he
What about the
and he was saying this is the 4th
Yeah.
one.
I have a
That's-
guardian of faith.
That's a
We
thing.
haven't discussed that. That's a lot.
Yeah, Neil's saying
That's a
4th
lot.
one. I don't
That's a big
recall
bomb,
there
right?
being
Well,
unless there was a
kind of.
TV show or something like that.
it is a bit of a bouncing Betty, but it's not like a bomb.
Oh, I don't have the glyph prepared today.
It's like a
Yeah,
pause
me
button.
and Neil sat next to this like super fan,
Pause button?
It's like a
and then we
300
ran into him
foot,
again
like,
in the bathroom. And he
But it
was like
stops.
raving, and he
like a
literally
stop?
was
Are we
like,
talking about the
"I'm
same
so
thing?
mad
Think so.
that they
I'm talking about
named
the
this
thing that
one.
we just found in this
Yeah.
structure.
They didn't name this one Bad Boys for Life
it-
because it's part 4, and For Life would have been the
releases,
perfect
a
title.
massive wave of psychic damage against anyone in a massive
got
amount
confused,
of
okay.
space.
In
You
my
could
head, I
have
was
an
like, maybe
army
there was a
with this
TV
thing.
show or something.
Including any
I don't know,
of us.
like a made for TV movie. I started thinking maybe you were
I can
right,
leave a guardian
but I'm
of
like,
faith.
wait, no.
Well, we can't
I
leave
could be
anything that,
wrong.
like, if someone walks
But I'm
in the
like, that
room,
guy
it
at the
would
movies last
explode
night
the
was
cages
so
and
adamant
release
about
these
it. I'm like,
things.
I can't imagine
We
he
don't
was
have
wrong.
that glyph thing, right?
He was a super fan.
I could rig something with some engineering know-how and a little bit of
But yeah, if you're a fan of Bad
Leave a
Boys,
thing that
I would
takes about
definitely
a
check
minute
it
to
out.
put there
I
and
thought
make
it
you
was
keep moving, though.
Okay.
I thought it was worth the watch and very action packed.
Or
You
that
have the
second.
glyph.
Sure, we'll
I
go with
can
that.
bring this. I
Great.
can make something in 6 seconds.
I felt
Oh, yeah,
bad
let's do
because
that.
Neil left. Somebody told
nice-
me
We can also
there's one
hide
scene in the
this
movie
little tunnel
that makes
so
the
that
whole
anybody
movie
coming into
worthwhile.
this room won't be able to
And
find it
Neil
very
happened to
well.
go to the bathroom during exactly that scene. He walked out of the theater,
Yeah, and before we go, we're
like
getting
literally
loud and
as
on
the scene
there.
started, he
you want, you can
cut the
start sending me
turn,
down now.
and then the
The
scene
way this
started,
thing works
and he was
is that you
back
can
in like
leave it
3
behind.
minutes, and when he came back, the scene was
No,
like
I don't know
over.
what that does.
And I was like, you literally
I'm
missed
casting a spell.
exactly the start and end
Yeah,
of the
you're
scene
so
that
you're
everyone is
casting
saying
an
makes the whole movie
identifier.
worth it. But I thought
So
the movie as a
the-
whole
on
was
this one,
still
the rod?
worth it.
The rod.
But he probably missed the
it
greatest
acts
scene in the whole
the same
movie.
as a wand of
Did you
fear
end up
does,
going
but
and
it has
getting the
been
boot,
enchanted
like,
into
later,
a
Neil?
rod type object. So if you look up a wand of fear,
It's a rod of fear.
yeah, rod of fear.
By the way, everybody,
What's the difference between a
18
wand
likes
and a rod?
left, and we're
Wand is small.
down
Look,
to
you
the
can use this in the blue.
final
You
50
can use a rod, too,
minutes,
if you
less
want.
than
Flame
50
dagger and a
minutes.
flame sword.
Yeah.
We're
It's a
approaching
variation
45
to a
minutes,
similar
and we
idea.
need 18 more likes.
Token
So
cast.
Someone
we're
do
starting to
things.
slow down.
this
Do
thing,
we achieve
when we're
greatness?
finished, could be left here or some
Yeah,
other
they called
time,
the third
and
one.
the
That's
moment
why,
our,
Mike. That was the
pursuance
whole
enter its
argument of the
range,
guy.
it'll go off
He was
without
going,
whether or
how
not
do
we
you
are
call
here.
the last one
That's-
Bad
Depends on if
Boys
we think that
for
is a
Life,
big
and then
enough-
have the
What's the time
fourth
bomb?
one
If we set it
be like, I forget what it is.
and it doesn't
What
go
is the
off 'cause
fourth?
no
what
one
is this one
follows
even
up
called?
Us. Can we unset it?
But
and
they
use
should
it
have
again
named the
another
fourth
time, or is
one
it
Bad.
use
My
only?
my argument was they
Game
probably
second
didn't even
for
think they were
30
going to make a third, let alone a
It
fourth.
just is so.
So when they
the
made the
range is
third
so
one, they're
far.
probably like, let's just call it what we want to call it,
Hundo.
because odds are we're never going to do another one of
Caleb would
these.
set it off
Because
with
Will
mine.
Smith was like super famous.
long way.
This was before
would've
the
saved that
Oscar
shot.
slap.
I agree.
I feel like they weren't planning on a fourth.
I don't think this is
And
it.
then Will Smith, probably his whole
well, if
career
it
went to
doesn't go off,
shit.
it can
If
be
you notice,
released.
he
If
hasn't
it
done
goes off,
movies.
that's it.
He did like one
I'm
movie
about
since the
to
Oscar slap, and it was a
face
flop. So my guess is they're like,
Extraordinary in Aor.
we could get Will Smith to do anything right now. Let's do a fourth
knows
one,
what we
and
need.
we should have probably held back on that
if
name,
you
but we don't
leave
got a
it
choice
and
now.
Put up your string. You'll know when someone comes in the room, and then you can decide to use it or not. Right?
Or they find it and take it.
You did, and that scene was amazing. Yes, very. I'm not gonna say
Yeah, you won't
what it
know
was
if
because
you
I don't want to
knew.
spoil it for all you.
You wouldn't.
But it was probably
Not enough value.
in
for
the
what-
second.
like,
I want to
I've
say it
only
was a
seen
2-hour
Molly's, like,
movie.
a couple of those
The scene I'm
glowing
talking
eyes,
about
but he's
happens
got
in the
a
second
just a little
hour.
intuit
So
eye.
don't go to the
I
bathroom
also
for
don't think
like
this
the
will be
first
enough.
30 minutes of the second
it's
hour,
Lucian and
or
Wayne.
you'll
Give us
miss
20
it because it's
seconds
like
of
a 3 or 4 minutes tops of a
20
scene,
seconds we want to be
and it's a
there for
glorious
to
scene.
fully maximize it, right?
But it was
think this might be
into
better if you are
the second hour
facing a
when it
hole.
happened.
Yeah.
Because
Doesn't it take minutes to use?
at that point, that is when we have to start
Spend 1
paying. Because
minute.
me and Neil go to
Yeah,
the
we can
bar
use it in battle.
before,
It's a
and then we
preset
drink
thing. You have to
If
put-
there was
in the
But if you
movies.
know,
we are being followed
So by
5
the
or
second
6
hour, we're like having to pee our brains out.
very powerful people. I don't think that this is strong enough to take them all out in one shot.
think it's a waste of the item.
I'd like to get moving
It's
now.
great for an ambush when we know that we can be there for it.
Okay.
Are my
Kick
ears,
Beth down.
are my eyes
Mike
doing-
Lowry. Mike Lowry.
Okay.
I love his. He's got. Is Mike Lowry in
I
it?
can
Of
leave
course.
something.
Okay,
It'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
Will
obvious
Smith,
that we've
Mr.
been
Mike
here, but I can
Lowry
leave
is in it.
something. It's not a lot, but it'll.
That was another funny part. We missed. Me and
Why don't
Neil
you guys
walked in
start
5 minutes
lowering
late,
down in the rope?
and spoiler
I'm
alert,
helping with the rope.
but it's in the first
the
5
butt.
minutes that we
Yeah.
missed.
Behind the butt.
Yep.
Will Smith gets married in the first 5
For you,
minutes.
it's relatively.
They do
open
like a
space. You
real
don't
quick
feel
wedding
cramped
in the
necessarily,
first 5
but it is
minutes,
a-
and we
an
walked
angle
in
that's
after
a little
that.
steep
So
on the
we
first 10 or
didn't
so
know
feet
that he
when
was
you're, like,
married for
lowering
like
yourself
we
now
knew he had a
down,
girl, but we didn't know that he
down,
was
down.
married because they literally we missed 5 minutes. They like
How long's the rope?
immediately rushed through. Like it
50
must have
feet? You
started
hit
at
the
Will
50
Smith's
foot end
wedding.
of the rope where you guys keep it,
And
it's
that's
still going.
not, I wouldn't say like
You have to
super
add more rope
important,
or slide.
but
I'll
it
take
does
it.
kind of
Yeah,
make
I have
it
extra
make more
rope,
sense,
so-
sort of,
Send a message.
if you
Got
know
it
that.
all? Got it
So if you
all?
show up 5 minutes late, that's what
Hold on.
happens. I'm sure it wasn't any action-packed excitement, but they show that
Did you
Will
send the
Smith gets
message to-
married,
Oh,
aka
to
Mike Lowry.
Yasha.
Oh, hello. Stand by. Take out my 50 feet. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Oh.
At about 110 feet down, you can see as you're following it, this straight kind of angled arc
Just
downward.
like it did again. This timestamp when I
You're
put
glad you
it,
have a rope, because the slide would have been scary.
I don't know.
especially when you begin to
realize
see
you put the word
the-
staring,
the
and
shaft that you're in
and it
just
tagged me.
Open up.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it blew up from the
Staring,
inside
but
and
it's
it just
starring.
falls down into the
Martin
chamber.
Lawrence was also in it.
So I'm at the end of the rope.
Yeah,
again.
Will
No,
Smith
you
is
still
Mike
have more
Lowry.
slack to go, but
Martin
you see-
Lawrence
you can now see
is
approaching quickly
Marcus.
where it just ends and opens up into something below.
Marcus
You can
is
see it
Martin
beyond about
Lawrence.
maybe 15, 20 feet across. This
I
slide
would say
continues, but something beneath
Martin
it just
Lawrence
blew
was
up
the
or
star
fell
of
out
the
and
movie.
opened
Neil,
up
what would you think?
the base
Of the
this-
two of
this
the
duct,
of
if
the
you will.
of
So I'll look
both
out
of
of the
them.
duct and
Usually
see
I feel like
what's
Will Smith
below.
controls the Bad Boys movies
what's
or
the-
is
the
like the
darkness
focus.
range?
60,
I would say
60, right?
Martin Lawrence
Okay.
was my favorite in the
You
whole
look down,
movie.
and
He's still
all
out of
you
shape.
see
Because I
the
always
tops of
joked in
trees.
part 3 how out of shape he got. He's probably in worse shape in part 3,
God, we're in the
but
same
he
ball.
like owns it, and they actually make jokes about it.
Boy,
They
shit,
make
shit,
jokes
shit,
about
shit.
him having like borderline diabetes,
I'll send a message.
and he's
to
got to go
Yasha.
on a diet.
I
So
found
like
a room.
they like they own, I feel like in part 3
trees.
they kind of just like glossed
Your
over
voice
it.
message.
In this one they're like, no, you have a horrible diet and you're fat, and how are you even a cop? But he does his shit. I think Martin Lawrence is great in it.
Well, that's weird.
This happened to us once before.
Gosh, did you say trees?
Well,
Of the temple
she said where we got the
where
fruit.
the fruit is from.
Yeah,
We should
speaking
head
of
down.
Oh,
fruit.
that's
the
who
blood
it
fruit.
was. So
Down
the
too,
Porsche
then,
driver
right?
was Michael Bay, which means
How
Michael
how-
Bay in the
can-
third
can-
one
oh, can you send
was
a
the guy
message
at the
to-
wedding.
Ooh, that's a
Because when
Or
we
should
were
we just
watching it at
shout
the
down
bar,
the
Neil, I
damn
don't know
thing?
if you
Put on the
remember,
yell.
Can you
but we
hear
were
us?
watching part 3. Right after we saw part 4, we went to the bar.
You do hear
and they had
Yasha's
Bad
voice
Boys
echo
3
down
on the TV.
above.
And I'm like, holy shit,
hear
there's
you.
the guy that was in the Porsche.
Should I go
I'm like,
in
that
or
guy's
wait
got to
for
be
you?
somebody
You're
famous
gonna
because
revive
he's
us.
in both movies. I didn't realize it was Michael Bay. But he was like the photographer, maybe he was the minister. He was somebody at the wedding in part 3.
Yeah, briefly.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, you can reply to this message.
Ninja Master is here. Ninja, we're taking a shot for you because we're also we're under 45 minutes, everybody.
It's like shouting at the
We
grandparent
need
with a hearing aid
17
in.
more likes.
You're like, no, I
I don't
can
know if
hear
we're gonna
you.
do it. We need one every 3 minutes at this point. 17 likes away,
Wait, right there.
and we got
that's
like
what I'm being
40,
told
like
to tell
roughly
you.
45 minutes less. We got like
Be
43 minutes.
careful.
So to Ninja
Just
Master,
Hold on a second.
43 minutes left, 17 likes. Do we do it? I know Michael's on his way home. Michael could throw up a couple.
Can't blame how the
We're going to get
simulations
into
are
single
done.
digits. I guarantee you. We're going to be single digit likes away. But do we actually make it? We need the help of Amy France, David France. I see Sean M is here. How's it going?
We're gonna come
Sean
down
M.
there. I don't know if I can still
This is
reply,
for
but
Ninja and
if I
Sean M
can-
because both of them just popped up
pull out a wire and say,
simultaneously. I saw
"Listen,
right
just
above
stall
Ninja's
for
name.
10
So
minutes,
cheers.
don't go anywhere,
Throw up
and
your
think
likes,
aloud."
everybody.
And I start to,
We're very close
ritually
by the time
cast
this ends.
Alarm, and I'm putting up the silver wire at this passageway that we're all going into.
Okay.
Should we try and
I would have head down.
The rope?
on both sides.
The rope?
Yeah.
But do you see? He
top
sees.
of
She
the
sees the tops
trees.
of trees. Like
The
is she
top
looking
of
down
the
and
trees.
It's like hundreds
Oh.
of feet to the tops of trees.
We can figure this out.
Rogue
down.
60 feet.
Star,
landing?
what's up,
Correct.
clever
You
name
can,
I
you can
made.
see the top.
Yes, he was the minister. Okay, Neil. Yeah, in part 3, Michael Bay was the minister.
Darkness beyond
I've got
that you
5 likes
do
to
not
add when I
stare
get home.
beyond
Michael
your
is going to
visual
get us
range.
2 single digits.
But, I
But
mean,
we
the closest
still need
tree is
some
about
help.
Maybe 40 feet below you.
Even with Michael's 5, we're going to be about 12 short.
She's holding
So
on
we
to
need
the
we need
rope.
a dozen likes
That's
in the next
different.
Yep.
45 minutes or
in a
less.
spaceship.
Yeah.
Should we tie
We will set up the next
another
episode.
rope?
Yeah, but I don't
We
think
will. I mean, put it this way. I said this at the
more?
last one. It just so happens
I
that the
know I'm
next
using
live stream
mine.
is even
You're
shorter
using
than this
yours.
one.
If you have
So,
Caduceus, that'd
God
be
forbid
clutch.
we don't hit the 50 likes. We'll just add that much more time to next week's. We'll have a 2-hour live stream. Because I said even if I add, we'll barely have an hour and a
And I
half.
can make it to the
So
top
if
of
we
the tree,
don't
no
hit the
problem.
50 likes,
But you guys
it'll
said
give
to
us a
wait.
2-hour
How many
live stream
people
next
can
week.
fit
So
on it?
either
I was gonna
way,
say, I could slide down the wall.
we'll do the
I
30
could
minutes
maybe
either
get
this
down
week or next
Funny
week.
bit of
But it's up
trivia. I learned
to
what
y'all
pythons were because
if
of
we
second
hit it
edition D&D.
and do it tonight.
Climbers kits, because they give you pythons and crampons, which I didn't know what a crampon
Pythons
was
and
until the longest time went like,
crampons. Pythons
I mean,
and
useful.
crampons.
Always.
yeah. But you know,
Good to have
Polo
a few in your
pizza
purse.
is
Yeah.
popular.
You
I don't
know.
do
Yeah.
Pride
Aren't
anymore, but
expecting
thanks.
Crampon
Happy
more
Pride,
accurate?
y'all.
Yes.
Happy
Yes,
Yes, it is.
that was the
Pride.
problem.
Ninja, what's the best
Anyway.
specialty pizza right now?
What are we doing?
Polo Pizza
can-
is
I could ferry us down too if
popular
I
at the
drop down
moment.
rope
What
a
is
bit
Polo
and turn into
Pizza?
something.
Or is that
I could
pollo, like chicken?
carry people up and down.
Oh, right.
I mean,
Yeah, is that polo?
Yes.
yeah.
Or we could take the rope a little further down after it's untied and then.
I
drop
love
down
the
again.
beginning
I'm
of
good at-
120.
I'm good
Vero
at
is saying
rock
120's
climbing
beginning is
and sliding
glorious.
on walls. Let me
We gotta
go.
get there.
I don't want to meet
Okay.
Veth down there.
We'll take the fourth piece as rope as well, so we have 200 feet total.
I
do
feel
not
like
have
we're
a-
missing
I
a
already
lot
went down.
of people.
Okay, you
Did
are.
you? Oh,
Maybe
I did
people
already
will
go
jump
down,
in
so I'm
late.
just holding
There's
onto
been
the rope above
times
Veth
where
now.
we've been
But
like
you can
15
still
likes
climb.
short with
You
5
didn't
minutes
mention
left,
that you weren't on the
and
ground
everyone
yet.
jumps in
Oh,
or calls
so,
in
You know.
family and whatnot, and it's just like boom, 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 and we're there.
As I'm sliding.
That's what I was
down
thinking.
doing
Do you
this
mean
one, I said,
pollo,
"Don't
like
fucking blame
chicken,
it on
like
Yasha,
Spanish for chicken?
Okay? Don't blame your
Or is it
communication
actually
problems on
polo?
her.
Well,
Okay, and then I.
Yeah, broccoli,
intimidate
bacon,
them.
onions,
Well,
mozzarella,
same. Okay?
grilled chicken Alfredo
Same.
sauce.
I just find myself tongue-tied.
My God, that actually sounds glorious.
Where are you
Broccoli,
going?
bacon,
I'm gonna
onions.
try and
That
see
is
how deep
all
we're
my
going.
favorite
From my
things.
shoulders at this
My
point 'cause I
favorite
feel like you are.
veggie
No,
is
hanging
broccoli and
from the
asparagus.
lip.
I put
Okay,
onions
so
on
here's the
everything.
thing. This
Bacon, chicken, and Alfredo
this duck
sauce
is big
with
enough to
mozzarella
carry you
cheese.
one
That
at a
is
time.
Yeah.
an amazing
Veth is
pizza
currently
pie.
the blockage.
Yeah.
And then there is Jester.
I
and then now
want
you come
it.
in here. There's no way to get around.
You're the
Oh,
title
I
head
thought I was
poking out.
trying to squeeze
Star
around.
is saying, I don't
No.
remember
Before
what
you
starts
go
the next
through,
episode.
Chester, you
I'm
can't
guessing we're going to get
Where do you sense
a
the
taste
thing?
of it at the end of
Well,
this.
The thing is, Caleb took
we're
a few minutes
closing
to
in.
identify this
We're under
awesome
40 minutes
rod
now.
rod that I'm now holding.
About
So I
38
have
minutes
no idea
left.
where that ping is anymore, but
So is the goal to get to the tops of these trees? Because I feel like any
think,
one of us.
yeah.
I
could
can't.
do
I
that.
still don't get used to the
think
fact that it's
Ruggle-
light out
Well, you're
when
fine.
we're doing live streams. Because we used to start the live streams like 8
You're in
o'clock.
the way.
Yeah,
It would
the
already
rope
be
is
getting
dangling
dark or
free,
ge-
like,
or
'cause you only
already
have 100
dark.
feet of rope, and
Now
about
we're
70
like
or so feet
closing
is where
in
you can
on
just
an
break it.
hour and a
There's 30
half,
feet of-
and it's
Yeah.
still bright
And
and
it's-
sunny outside my
Start
window.
climbing down the
oh, well,
rope.
then
I feel like
go.
You
this
start
is the
coming down
first
rope, and you get
summer
to the end of the rope, and you're about
I'm experiencing where
10
we're
feet
doing the
above
earlier live
the
streams.
first tree
When
that's
it's
beneath
winter,
you.
it's so cold. I have the
It looks a
windows
lot
shut, and I
closer
really
than
don't
half of
think
the
about
tree,
it.
so it's not
But having it
very
be 80
strong.
And
degrees
it's like darkness
and
underneath.
sunny,
Like it's like trees
and we're
then
like
dark.
You wanna
2
do
hours
this
into a
first or
live
me?
stream, it's
It could be
Are you
throwing
hanging
me
on the
off.
lip now?
Could be so cool.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
We're
It's just
both hanging from the rope.
I'm not used to it
I'll let
after
go, and
2
I'm gonna
years
try
of
to grab
live
the tree.
streams.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
Damn, I passed my pizza spot. I
27.
could use
27. Okay.
a
it's two
3-color
just
slice,
splits in
regular
the-
sauce, pesto, and
thing.
vodka.
You kind of maneuver yourself a bit to swing.
3-color
then
slice, I like it.
Release, tumble a bit in the air, and grab for the top of the tree. They're not pines. It's a little bit kind of like a tangled mass of branches in this canopy. And as you reach and grab for something,
Don't
it's like
tell
it's
me
like
it's
hitting
light
a bed
out.
of
I mean, it's not
fall-time
light
leaves.
out. Let me know.
Very
I'm going
hard with sticks underneath
Hi,
it.
all.
So you hit.
When
grab, and
did
you're
we
like,
move the stream back an
you do
hour?
take-
In the spring last year,
you not
summer?
experience
I think
that
it was
lie as a
like
kid?
4 points of
right
bludgeoning damage
around
just from the impact,
fall.
but you are now holding it in
I
the
want to
canopy of
say
the
it was
tree.
around fall
As soon as
time.
you hold
Like,
it and
maybe
glance
like
around,
October?
since there is no light source
I
in
forget
here, you're
why we
relying on
even
dark
did.
vision. You
It was
don't
when
get
we
any
had a
spectrum of
really
color.
long episode.
But you are seeing
We
that
did a
at least
really
the
long
branches are
episode,
very
and I'm
pale,
like, we're gonna move it up
in your dark vision,
so that
and the
we
leaves are
don't
very dry.
go into
when
like
you hit
11
and
or
you
12
grab,
o'clock at
it's-
night.
You don't feel the same kind of
And then we all agreed it worked better.
flexibility.
So it
and
had to
kind
do
of
with, like, if we go back,
bounciness that
I mean, I'm
vibrant
sure we could go
tree
back and figure
plant
it out.
life has.
But it had
seems
to
that the
do with,
branches are stiff
there was like a
and the
4 or 5 hour
frail and
episode
just kind of fall away.
that we basically
it's
extended the
petrified.
time. So we didn't, because some people were
Something.
like, I got work in the morning, I can't stay
I'm
up
here.
past like
You wanna
11, I
come,
get
or are we
it.
waiting
So
for people?
Was it a long drop?
when we did it at 5:45, it made it where
But
like we
you're-
were
but
done
you're
at
in the
10,
tree.
10:30.
Yeah, I'm on a tree now.
How tall
And
is
then
the
we just
tree?
kept
Can you
rolling
see
with
the
it.
bottom?
Can I see the bottom?
No.
You all
Bigger than
ever
60.
had any
you're
MR?
blind.
Well, it's not so much that it's
you.
bigger than 60.
how am I
It is too
looking?
dense for you to look past. You are at the top
The
of a tree
chicken
looking through its
pesto
canopy,
is
and it's
dope.
too dense
What
for
is
you to see.
Wanna climb down
MREs?
and see how
Aren't
far it
there
goes?
like meal replacement something or other? Or am I thinking of
is so
something
dumb.
else?
Adventuring
is this
party.
done?
Adventuring
Let's
party.
explore.
Great. Got
Do you
it.
want me to try and jump to the tree and then you can go?
You cannot see.
I
You
can
are
listen to the sound of
My
your
husband
voice
says MREs
and
were usually
think.
pretty damn good if you were in the right place at the
And
right
use
time.
Your hearing to
I know I heard of that, but I don't know if I'm thinking
Daredevil
of
this
something
shit.
else.
Can I
I have
call
like
up?
I have
Can I call up
meal
the-
replacement something or other.
whatever
I
that
might be
thing
thinking
is?
of something
The
else.
tunnel?
Yeah.
The
That
shoot.
just sounds the same.
the AC duct.
Caleb.
House of the
It's
Dragon
alive.
season 2, Sean M. I
Where's your
will be
bubble?
reacting to it on my channel.
Busy
It comes out
wire.
next Sunday. I
Also,
love that
I
it's
can
coming
turn
out
into
at
a
9
giant
o'clock. I hate when it drops at 10, because then I
Something
gotta edit it
sounds
up, and it takes me an hour or two to edit it.
climb down the
So when it
tree.
comes out at 9,
I do have
I'll be done by 10.
The Cellabone if you want.
Usually I'll get my YouTube video
Here,
out by
I
11,
crack
12
out the
o'clock.
rest of my
Brilliant.
Cellabone, crack,
But I will
and
definitely be
throw it
reacting
down.
to it.
You
I
watch
loved
to see
season 1 of House of the
raid
Dragon.
start-
So far, so
You catch
good.
it,
I hope,
I'm
if anything, I
throwing
hope
to
it
me
holds
and
up to
just dropping
season
to
1,
see
let
how far
alone
it
Game of
I'm
Thrones. Game of
blind,
Thrones
so-
Cool. You
is
threw
still
it.
one of my favorite
Right.
shows of all
Everything
time
that's
if
down there
you
is gonna be like
take out the final season.
So you watch now. So
The final
Cellabone
season-
blinking,
I did
falls
not.
into the canopy,
I
and you watch-
I
you hear the sound of
enjoyed
it.
as like its
Did
own
you catch
thing,
it?
Nope.
but I did not
Okay.
enjoy it as
Pull
far
out
as summing up
another Cellabone.
Very faintly
years
see
of dedicated
that it's
watching.
Very, very muted.
I felt like it was handled
flashing
horribly.
coloration,
Still
below the canopy.
way down.
looked
So
amazing,
it did reach a bottom.
Do we see any
but like
movement
not what I
blocking the
wanted at
light,
all
like
for
cutting
many of
into
the
it?
characters.
Oh,
and
there's so much
situations.
canopy, you have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Like you can just barely make out that there's light down there right now. There's just hints.
There
of
was
it.
good
It's like
moments and
someone had a
bad
disco
moments.
ball in their.
But yeah, I'd be
in their
happy if it
bedroom in
just
another
held up to
apartment
the
building, you
first
could
season of
barely
House
tell
of the
that there's
Dragon.
light moving.
monsters. We're over here.
I pull out the disco ball right next to us.
Okay.
So I'll pull out another Cellabone and just
Okay.
hold it like a light stick.
I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Where were you
Why
guys?
were
Are?
we whispering? What was the point of whispering?
I'm gonna
We're
drop-
breaking out the fucking rave sticks.
Yes, hello, Knots. I'm making sure you are okay. Does this work? He's not talking to me anymore. I don't know what's happening.
Not
Is-
or not. It's
That is
Veth, by the way.
hilarious.
It's not.
I think it
It's
always
Veth.
works.
I love it. I love it.
Hello.
What's the matter? She doesn't hear you
No,
anymore?
I think there's no service.
Walk 10 feet this way.
Something's terribly
Hello?
wrong.
Can you hear me?
Can
yet?
you hear me now? Can you hear me yet?
All right, so you're climbing down the tree.
Still.
Stealthily.
your earlobe for no reason.
Okay.
What does this mean? I don't know. I thought it would.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Sean M is. Yep, they ruined it for nothing.
Which because you have advantage anyway.
Like
with
I've
your
talked to people
cloak, would
about
be
it.
just
We're
a straight
talking
roll,
Game of
so.
Thrones right now. I've talked to
rolled
many people
twice.
about
Roll
it.
once.
And if you took that season and didn't give me
Okay.
anything
So you feel
else,
confident
it
in
was
the
a
quietness
like
of
a
your
really.
descent.
I mean, it was beautiful, and it would have been a great
Go ahead and
show.
make-
But having like loved
make an athletics
certain
check.
characters so much, and having them handled in certain ways, and having the White Walkers
24
handled
athletics, nice.
in like an episode and a
You
half
managed
when
to
they
definitely
were
make your way through
literally
clustered
the
masses
focus
of
since
this
episode
canopy.
1.
The
They were in
center
the
portion of
first
tree seems to
5 minutes
warp
of episode
and
1 of
bend in
season
odd
1.
ways.
And then they,
and the
like,
branches kind of
brushed
scatter
them
and
off like they
tangle
were a
at the-
whole
at
lot
the
of
edges
nothing.
them, you can see them beginning to
All
wrap
the
around
lore and
almost
everything
knot into
invested
branches
into
of
it,
the
and it
other
all
trees
ended
at
up just
different
being a
heights.
big waste
there
of
is
time.
something unnatural.
It was handled
about
horribly.
this.
But if you just like
make it intelligent.
were like, hey, you know nothing about Game of Thrones, watch the final season. I would have been like, this is
Nine.
fucking awesome.
You keep
But
climbing down.
knowing everything we know and
It is
having as much
weird.
lore as we had, it
but
felt
about
so rushed and
80
wasted.
or so feet of climbing downward, you find the floor. And as you kind of glance down and look, it's like the floor of an actual forest. It has a soft underbrush, and you can see where numerous leaves and elements of vegetation have kind of grown this soft floor.
Only season that
between
ever pissed
the
me off was
trunks
the final
this
season of
forest.
Once Upon a Time.
Some
And I've even
That's
seen
better.
Dexter.
You don't see any rocks.
I'm
It's odd because
currently
it
watching
it
Once
looks
Upon
like
a Time.
forest, but
I'm
it's
on season
level.
3 or
Like
2.
there
I'm
aren't
almost done with
variations
season
in hills.
2.
It
I'm
isn't a
about to
natural
start season
hillside or
3.
anything. It is a level
Loving it so
floor
far.
with a
Love Once Upon a
forest
Time.
landscape
And
built
Dexter
over
I've
it, it
never
seems.
seen.
And you don't see rocks.
I've never seen
or
a
any
single
other
episode of Dexter.
non-tree oriented.
But Once Upon a Time,
Do you climb all the
I
way to the
have-
ground to check?
I'm not even halfway
It's
through.
pitch dark
I
except
know
for
what
the
you're
dawn.
talking about with
Well, there's
Dexter.
also
I've had
like
friends
the
tell me
ball.
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
their favorite show of all time. One of my best friends
guess
said
when I'm
Dexter is in
just
his top
above
3
the ground, I
all-time
will
shows.
push
And he said if
maybe
you ever
and
watch it,
dig up some
just
dirt
don't watch
with
the
it.
last season.
Do so.
He said the last season is
there's no
so bad and
dirt
ruins
necessarily on
it
this top
for
layer.
you.
It's mostly
And he said
compost.
you don't need to see it. Just watch Dexter, take out the
But
last
it's very
season,
dry.
and you'll be
There's
happy.
no
It's a great
moisture,
show.
Or at least very
And
little
I'm
moisture.
like,
You
yeah,
can't
but
ascertain from
there's
this.
nothing
He
like
kind of pulls it and lets it fall.
there's not even like a couple things worth seeing in the final season. He goes, no, you
Made
don't
hand
need
over
it.
to the
You
disco
could
ball,
end.
the Cellabone,
I think it's 6 seasons.
and pick it
He's
up
like, you could
and
end
just
the
bring it
show,
back
the
to
season
me.
before,
Do I
and miss
see
nothing
anyone
and be
watching me or
fine with it.
Make a perception check.
And if you watch that final
With
season, you'll hate
disadvantage,
it.
because even though you have dark vision, at this distance,
But I
you're glancing
don't
beyond
understand
that
because
range.
I've never seen a single episode.
14.
14. You don't see anything.
Okay.
So many people. That's the
Bring
show I've got to
Cellabone
watch.
back
So
and
many
sort of
people.
Shove it in my
That's
clothes.
probably
Or you
like
can-
easily in the
I don't
top
have
5 shows
I'll turn
I've been
it
asked.
All right.
Have you
okay,
seen?
I'll cast
But nobody ever
another
requested
message.
it, which is surprising to me. Like
Might be too
on
far. I'll just
Patreon, you
cast
know,
it
you
to
get to a
Jester
tier
this
level.
time. Hey, Jester.
Nobody ever requested.
It's like we're in
People
this
ask
weird,
all the time if I've seen it,
Like,
but no one
man-made
ever like if they have a
garden
choice,
thing.
they're
It's
like,
not
I'd
a
rather you
real
watch
forest,
something
but
else.
It is. It's really weird.
It's
We
like
need to do
it's
some
funny
stuff. He
how
knows
many
about this
people
stuff.
love it, but there's still
Good
other
idea.
things they'd rather be watched.
Did you see if it's actually dirt on the ground? Did you see anybody?
I saw.
And
it's
by
sort
the
of weird
way,
compost dirt. It's all
we have
super
now. We're gonna
dry.
do one more shot.
No
Well, we're gonna do
people.
probably another one,
How
but
big are the
30-minute
trees?
countdown, everybody. We are officially at the
they were like 80 feet.
30-minute
The one that you went
countdown.
down was about 80 feet.
30
but that was
minutes
also one
left.
of the highest ones here. There are others that are smaller.
And we
you saw
still
some as you went
need
down
17
that maybe
likes.
went
17
closer to
likes left.
60, some
Michael's gonna
40
put up a
even.
bunch when he gets
Yeah,
home.
the one that you're on right now
He's
is
gonna
an
go on his
outlier for
accounts,
its height
but
comparatively.
I don't know if we're gonna
80
do
feet
it.
max.
We need to
Yeah, that seems
average
pretty
a
far. Do you
like
hear anything down
every
there?
minute and a half at this point. I don't think we're gonna reach it, but you never know. We've made things happen like that
Probably
before. But
she
like
says
and
that the
subscribe if
trees
you
are,
haven't,
You know, like 80 feet.
because we're
She
getting
doesn't see
close.
anybody.
Big
Cheers.
ass tree.
This one is
but she wants
for.
Caduceus.
Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Anybody new in the
Apparently,
chat?
like-
If anybody new is
Well,
jumping
because we
in,
don't know
We're
about
here.
nature the same
let me
way that
know,
Caduceus does.
because this
you
is
know?
the 30-minute countdown shot.
I mean, it's a tree.
30-minute
I
countdown
could,
shot.
I could look at it and say it's a tree.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say that too.
30-minute.
Caduceus is slow as fuck, so while he
Star
gets
saying
down here,
Dexter's
I'm gonna
one
go
of my
on.
favorite shows. I'm sure I've
Okay.
asked. Lost, yes, Colvin. Lost is officially.
I'm just saying he's
Kid
got,
you
like, a
not.
staff
I don't even
and
have to
his,
think
like,
about it.
his
Lost is my
robes that
favorite
he-
show
anyway.
of all time.
So
I've said
I'm
it
gonna at
since
least go down there with her.
I started YouTube
Okay, yeah,
5,
she
6
was
years
out
ago.
alone.
Bees
Since I
doesn't
started the
put
channel, it was
bow
my
in.
favorite
They're
show
pretty
before
blind.
I did reactions.
Yeah,
I
but
saw
I've
it
got
live every week. I would
chroma lights.
I would get together with either
Flashing from
family
you.
Bone.
or a group of
Okay.
friends
Just
and
in
watch
case
it
you
live
need
every
another
week. I
one.
was one of the people that would go on the websites and theorize about all the
I
craziness.
haven't turned it off, so
I
it's just like
lived
rave coming from your
just
pocket.
that show every week and
Okay,
like
you go down.
constantly
I'm
hours
going
of
to
theorizing and
just
stuff.
Call up
Lost
the tunnel again.
is my
as,
favorite
like,
show of all
quietly,
time.
I'm hoping that
I
because it's,
rewatch
like,
it every
a tunnel,
year.
it'll
I would say
echo
at
the noise
least
up.
almost every year
you
I
doing?
rewatch it from beginning to end. Anytime a reactor watches it, I follow that reactor from beginning to end. It is, in my
Caleb, how
mind,
close to
I bet
An
this I'd
amazing
say
show.
about this time you finished up.
Okay.
I
You've
have.
been up here with me the
I
whole
Yeah,
feel like they
me
could have
too.
done a little better on on the finale, but I'm like,
Okay.
I'm not like a massive hater
So the
on it.
wire's up.
And the more you watch it,
We're still
I
pretty
feel like
close
the
to those
better
two
it
big
gets
bats,
and the
though,
more it
right?
makes sense.
I
I still feel like they could have. handled
go
it a
down.
little
Yeah.
better.
I figured you
But that's
first
only
so that
because
you
they
can catch
handled the
somebody if
whole
something
show
stupid
so
happens.
well that I feel like it could have been perfect.
Beth, we're
But
coming
it still,
down.
to
I
me,
figured maybe you
wasn't
didn't
like
respond because I called you
horrendous.
not. So we're coming down
But
in just a moment.
Anybody,
Please
let's
stay,
do
stay.
who we gonna have this for? I did Ninja.
Don't
Produced it.
forget to block the entrance.
I'll give this one's for Neil, my good friend Neil. Neil, I don't know if you ever got liquor.
Kinda
Did you ever
glance
get
over, you can
liquor?
see
But
just in one of the
cheers.
containers that-
We're down to almost 25 minutes, everybody.
Right
And then it goes back to still.
Time to go.
What now?
Go, 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 go.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm going to hop to the tree that I can kind of see in the flashing LED
At the bottom
light.
of the rope, yeah.
And I'm gonna and then start to dope monk shit my way down.
Make an acrobatics check. for me
Monk
as you-
dope shit. I'm mixing these because all the powder settled to the
Yeah,
bottom,
okay. 18 total.
18.
and I want to
Easy enough
mix
do
them
from this
to
distance.
appropriately have.
You go ahead and land with a bit of a crunch and an impact. Once again, shaking
Yeah,
some
there's
of
a
these
lot of powder
dried
at the
leaves
bottom
free.
of this.
I
You-
turn off the
Gatorade
You would
and
still take
electrolyte drinks.
2 points bludgeoning damage, but you still fall. Monk, you're
I
So
did
far.
not.
Okay.
Neil, I'm drinking
And
in
do I
spirit
see
for
that?
you.
No, Beth is nowhere inside.
I don't see Veth?
80 feet down.
No, I'm down. Oh, I'm on the tree.
You're on the
top of
tree.
Okay, I go the rest of the way down.
Okay. You go all the way down.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
hiding.
my God,
Yeah, you
the
don't-
powder is not getting off the bottom of that
You have the
drink.
light of a rave stick.
The
Look
light
fine, you
of
don't
a
see
rave
nothing
stick
And I click
is
it off.
guiding us. But I got some radiators, so cheers. All right, as long as you got some vice. I tell you all the time, Neil.
I know you're fucking
You
down,
need one.
you bitch.
If you don't got booze, weed will suffice. Down to the final 25 minutes, everybody. 25 minutes. Marisha's calling,
Try to stealth and sneak up on her.
going up, shouting bitch over here. I heard it. You bitch. You bitch.
27? Stealth?
She has no idea where you
Definitely
are.
stealths up on her.
I'll give her
Veth rolls a 27.
Willie.
Wet Willie's bow.
Yeah, you got Will Willie.
And DM, you described one of those things as kind of waking up in its little hot tub.
You saw it twitch in there. And it just kind of hit the
Nostrovia.
glass too. but
That
you heard
is that or narrative telephone.
I'll
LOL.
hold the rope.
I
Go, go.
if
go.
we don't hit the 50 likes,
Okay.
which it's looking like we might not.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
Next, Guardian of
like I
Fate,
said, I'm
and
gonna
then
give
Bob out.
the extra 30
Okay.
minutes
So
to the live
this
stream,
is
making
next
it a
one
2-hour
down?
one next
Yeah,
week. I'll
after,
still do the hour
yeah, after.
Patreon
So
and a
the
short
payload is coming
YouTube.
down?
But before I even jump into that,
Yeah, or-
I'm
I'm
gonna
still
do.
hanging on the rope.
I'm gonna react to Legend of Vox Machina just so
I
you
was gonna
guys
help
know.
somebody that needs
So
it,
if
but I
we
think
don't hit the
payload
50
needs it.
likes,
So yeah,
I
on
am
the way out, I'm just gonna
immediately
drop
gonna
this
do the reaction to
sudden
that.
shining
Post that on
armor
YouTube
with
and
a,
then do the Patreon hour because
shield.
we're gonna
with
end
the-
this
the
one. I mean, at
crest
this
of a
rate, we'll
wild
be
mother
done
on it,
before
and
8
like where the
o'clock.
head should be. It's just
That's
this
super early.
glowing
I could do
amethyst
Legend of Vox
rock,
Machina,
and
the
it's just
Patreon
gonna-
hour,
just
the
gonna
YouTube
stand
video,
in front
and
of the,
still
like,
get
about 10 feet
sushi.
away from the 5 feet away from the.
It just kind of sits
No.
there, this quiet sentinel of divine energy.
What?
How much
What is
for
that?
2
Guardian of
series?
Fate.
Yeah.
But somebody's gonna block the tunnel, right? Like to make it look.
I don't
like
know if
not
you're saying on
obvious that we went down
Patreon,
a tunnel. Like,
Star.
put it. I've been saying it. I've been
The
saying
Yeah, we're gonna grab a bunch of shit. And
depending on the tier level,
We just put a glowing guardian.
there's
in front
one
of
where I
it,
do
too,
one a
because
month, and there's one where I do one a week.
Yeah, but not in front of the tunnel.
If that's what you're asking, Neil does one a week.
well, one of us has to hold.
There are some
the
people that
rope.
do one.
I'm
I
in
mean,
the
Neil
rope.
does one a
You
month.
guys
There are
go
some
down
people
and
that do
let me
one
know.
a week.
Slide.
Table over.
And but there's like you get other things with it too.
The
And
Guardians
I'm not
are
even
right
sure
in
if
front
that's
of
what
it.
you're
It's
asking.
like 10 feet.
So here's the deal. I'll go down the rope. I will lower down it, hanging above. I
And
will
Ninja said
use
something.
my,
So
transmuter's
Jay,
ability
since
just to
we've
turn
got like
myself into a
30
giant
something
owl.
episodes
So
left,
I'm now flying
what
around the rope.
are
and I
your
will
critical
take
role plans when the
people down one
campaign
at a
is
time.
done? Oh, that's why Neil said
There-
campaign 1.
My
I
plan.
mean,
You lie
I'll
down on
either
the
do
ground.
campaign 1 or
Sorry, I'm
campaign
right behind
3.
you.
I'm gonna keep rolling like
My
this.
plan is this. You lie
The
down on
the only
ground.
question is doing campaign 1 or campaign 3.
Reference?
And I know I probably
You lie
should
down
do
on the ground.
campaign 1
I'll use
because there's no way
an
I could
image
spoil the
spell to
animated
make it look
show.
like your head's gone.
I
So
feel
when
like by
yells
the
come,
time
you're
we
like,
caught
"Oh
up to
my
where the
God,
animated
you
show is
fucking
at, it wouldn't
died."
ruin it, and I would have a better understanding.
Yeah.
But I
How do you
also,
like
at a
to
certain point, would know what's happening. So
That's
I don't know.
so weird.
I don't know. I don't know. I
Just here
half
for the
feel
prank
like
of
I
it?
should just do
And then
campaign
you made
3,
it.
All right.
because, like I said, at a certain point, even though there's probably way more lore and things going on, and obviously a 4 or 5 hour episode can't
So-
first draft.
As all
you
begin to
can't
bunch up,
match.
what is this rope affixed
considering
to,
they're
by the
only
way,
like
now that you
30
all
minute
have
episodes of the
crawled
animated.
into it? So you actually the last one
But
holding it?
campaign
So
3,
you're
I
holding the rope
literally know
for
nothing
now
about.
There's like 3 or 4 people dangling from it, where you turn into
You
an owl and
need
begin to
campaign
carry
1 to
people
do
down.
campaign
Yeah.
3.
And
But
Yeah,
wouldn't
one
I
at a
know
time for
enough
4
about campaign
produces
1 from the
much as
animated
you
show
flying beneath
to
the hole in
understand
the
what I
ceiling.
need to
Okay.
know?
Go
I
into
do
the
want to
episode.
watch campaign 1.
I guess
But I half
got
feel
that
like
too,
it'd be
because
like
I was just dangling from
I
the
know
rope
what's
the whole
coming in most of it.
So you do notice
I thought she went down more.
the rope is no longer holding any weight. It is free of anybody else, it seems. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I try to cover up the hole that we're in?
Campaign
with
3 has
the
lots of
table
spoilers for
and
C1 and C2,
Correct.
so
Are
you'd
you
have
taking
to.
the rope up,
I'm
or are
totally
you,
down with doing
anchoring
campaign
it to
1.
something?
I'm gonna take the rope up.
And I guess if we
Okay.
got to a
You pick the
point
rope
where
up
I'm like, I know
pack it
all
away.
this, then we could just
Yeah,
jump
and
into
I'll sort
campaign
of try
3.
to get
I
a-
feel like by the time
There's plenty
I
of debris
got
here to pull
I don't
and
know.
try and
I guess
you
we'll
know
try it. We'll
wedge
try
into
it.
that
Either
space a
way,
bit.
Cover
So-
it up.
I want to watch both anyway. Like
like
even if I
then
didn't do it
fall
with
down.
you guys, I'd probably watch it
Yeah,
on my
it's
own
okay.
time
I'm gonna start
anyway.
shimmying
So
down
being as I
the hole.
haven't watched it
Okay.
yet, and I held out
it
all
is
this
a tight enough
time,
space to the
I
point where
probably
you have a
should
little more
watch
resistance
it.
than most would.
You know, with you guys.
I will say, because this is
We popped on another
Roll
couple
athletics
likes.
and/or
We're down to
acrobatics check on this
15 likes, everybody. 22 minutes, 15 likes to go. Do we get there?
Oh, yeah.
without
Natural
issue.
20.
We're like this is like a reverse
Throw up those likes.
Bishop and Aliens.
We're
where you're in a
slowly
tight space and
creeping.
just kind of working your way down as you go.
Michael's probably going to get
about
home
70
soon.
or so feet before you begin to look over, and you can see where the duct comes to an end abruptly, and where that opening space is. And as you
The
get
wind
towards
is
it, you're able to
blowing
wedge your arms the
crazy
side and
outside.
glance
If you
over,
guys
and
hear
you
it
can
on the
see
mic,
below.
I don't know if you can. But it's
flying
sunny
owl
as hell, but it
that
is
is
windy
Caleb.
right now. Only got 32 likes. Come on, people. Adam Espinosa, I did not see you jump in.
It's a
AT
heavy
more
impact
also
for you, but you managed
To the start of the next
to
episode, I
right
suggest you
yourself for the most
focus. A lot of people are saying the start of the next episode is pretty awesome. So
All right.
I
With
hope
that,
we get there.
You've all been lowered down.
we
into
can
the
start
trees, and you
campaign
all
1
begin to
now.
slowly
What's the
climb down
new
to meet,
game
I
system
assume,
he
on the-
posted about?
The bottom, beneath the canopy.
Who
Or
are
you
we
staying in the
talking
tree?
about? Somebody
They're
else.
already at the bottom.
Just because that campaign 1 also starts off very rough
seen the bottom.
production wise. I'm home just getting out of work, clothes, and getting
Climbing
food
down.
before
Up and down.
adding
Do
the
you
likes.
revert
I'll
form?
stay in the branches.
It'll
above
take you a
them.
while to
Okay,
get
for
caught
the
up to
moment.
Legend. That's
You
kind of
stay
what I
kinda
thought
just
too.
Flying in the space.
There's
here.
a
And
lot
you
of
have
things
as you
in
kinda,
the
like,
beginning
fly
that I
around,
don't
you get a
know
view of the
about.
space.
But
The
Michael
chamber
still didn't
is
put his likes
over
up yet,
100
so
feet
we
tall.
are literally going to be
And as you
in
begin to
single
kind of
digits. By the
peruse
time
and
Michael starts
scan the
putting his
tops
likes up,
of this strange
so if you guys
man-made
want
subterranean
120,
now arboretum,
we need like 9 or 10 likes. 9 or 10
hundreds of feet
likes,
from side
counting
to side,
Michael's.
probably anywhere from 250
Start
300
throwing
feet
up
from
the
one end to
likes.
the other, but it is this kind of like
I did all
gradual
mine.
dome
I would add
arboretum-like
my own,
chamber.
but I already
It
did my
contained
bonus likes.
interior forest. Caduceus. What
Season
catches
3
you
will
odd
end
and
with
makes you
episode. I can't see
get
the
a shiver
emojis
down your
blocking
spine
me.
as you climb through this
That
tree
bastard emoji.
is the way that it's twisting.
Episode
the coloration
84.
of the leaves.
So season
and
3 will
the
end with
branches.
episode 84. There's 26 episodes
Very
before you
reminiscent
even
of the
hit
Tal'dorei wood,
where the animated
specifically
series
the
started.
corrupted portions of it. It's
What y'all
oddly
getting
welcoming because
for
it reminds
dinner?
you of home.
I
It's the
am
least-
probably going to do sushi.
You would the least thing you
I
expect.
feel
this
like
far
I'll
from
be
it.
able to
And it's
do
the
the
worst thing to
Patreon
see,
hour,
yeah,
the
worst
YouTube
part of
video,
Fantasy right
and
now.
Yeah.
react to the teaser for Legend of Vox Machina season 3,
We've seen
and
this
still
before.
make it by 10:30. As long as I order by 10:30,
Savalier Wood.
I'm good. Last week I ordered at 10:28,
It's
and they were like,
so
"You're
similar,
good as long as you get here by 11."
something
They're like,
is
"If you ain't here by
very
11,
wrong.
you lose your
They're
sushi."
dead, right? These things. Are
I got there
fucking
like
dead.
I don't know.
If you want
it
to
was
try
like
and
5 minutes to 11. I got there in time
nature
though.
check?
And when I was going in to pick it up, somebody walked in was
This
like,
is
"Yo,
an
can I
understanding of
order
nature.
blah blah blah?" And they're like, "No." They're like,
wait,
"We're
that's
just
freaking me
open
out.
now for people picking up orders that already were placed."
Till we're on the
So
other side.
they hold to their guns.
Stuff's just hitting me wrong.
Do you want me to try to talk to them?
No, not yet.
They
What is
stopped
it?
all that for a good reason.
It's just.
Boop boop boop.
This is just casting a shadow on me. I'm not
How
ready to
can you eat
look
dinner
at this
so
yet.
late?
Let's go
I
a
eat
little
dinner by
further in.
4 or 5. That's not my parents. My parents ate dinner like I did the when I was saying
You all,
goodnight.
except for Caleb,
Checking on my
gather
dad,
at the base
they had
of
already
the
had
tree,
dinner.
and you now stand in the midst of
They
this
have dinner at like 5 o'clock.
lightless,
But
oddly level
I'm up.
forest.
I'm like such a night owl. I'm up
can
till 3
see
or 4 in
quite
the
a bit
morning.
ahead as the canopy
Even if I'm not
ends
doing videos or
anywhere between
anything,
8
I
to
just
10 feet above
never
you.
go to sleep.
And since
So,
there's a level field, aside from the
Eating
occasional
dinner for
or
me
the
at like
eventual
11 or 12
blockade
o'clock
of
at night is the
overlapping
equivalent
trunks,
of like eating dinner at
it
5 or
just looks
6
like
to
an
most
endless
people.
row of
Most people go to
semi-natural
sleep by
columns that
8, 9,
themselves
10
kind of
o'clock.
warp and twist a bit
I
before
go to
they
sleep
climb
3 or
up
4 in the
into
morning.
the
Every night.
cluster of branches and
It's like
leaves.
I very
Your
rarely
feet
am
hitting the floor
asleep
has a
by
soft,
before
spongy
3
feel
a.m.
almost.
Except
as you
if
step
I'm like
across
not,
the
if I stop
underbrush.
drinking and I'm like on a
And you
really
feel the
strict
cracks
workout
of
routine,
fallen branches and
I'll go to
twigs
sleep
of
by midnight,
long
the
dried
latest,
and partially
and
decayed
get up like
vegetation.
7 o'clock and
But
run
you
and
sense
stuff
the
like that.
decay here is
But
somewhat stunted. There isn't enough
when
moisture
I'm
and enough
just
specific
relaxing and
nutrients to
doing my
maintain
thing,
the sort of
3 a.m. is
fungus
typical
or
for me to
continued
still be
cycle
awake.
of decomposition, which sets you off as well.
Detect undead.
Detect undead, everybody.
All right.
Which brings you some comfort.
Yeah, see, Neil had dinner at
But glancing about,
5.
there are a lot of elements of this. The layer of the trees.
I'm looking
the-
at Tostitos
the
and a
shape they're
jar
taking.
of Quest Blanco.
It feels like
dinner.
you're in a
Sounds
weird parallel
great.
version of the Southern Wood.
I remember my pre-parenthood
How-
days.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
it's
the
about
thing too.
300
I
feet.
don't.
How far?
I have a cat.
I figure like
That's
three-quarters
the
into
extent
it,
of
I'll
my
try and talk to
parenting.
one of these.
And
Which
my
direction are you guys
cat
going? You're in the
runs on
center
my
of the
schedule.
chamber of like.
I mean,
a
I told you
large
guys,
circle.
Coco.
I can
Right.
cast.
If I sleep till noon, Coco
Yes,
will
it's
sleep
very
till
dark.
noon. She
I've
has a
got
little
a
bed
little
right
light
next to
going
me.
on.
You guys have seen my room. I put pictures on Discord. Coco has a little bed next to me. Well,
Can I
I say a
cast,
little bed, but half of my bed
locate
is her
object at a
bed, and she
higher
just
level?
has several little beds that
Yeah,
she
you can cast any
rotates.
spell at a higher level. It doesn't necessarily mean
But
it has
she
a,
will
a higher
literally,
effect.
if I don't
you can burn the
move,
spell
she won't
slot
move.
too. Still
If
use
I
a
get up
lower
at 8
level
a.m., she'll get up at 8 a.m.
Try.
If I
I'll
get up at
do another
noon,
one
she'll
slot.
get up
I'm
at
using
noon.
a lot, but
And then she kind of
I'll
just
do
follows me
another
around
look
and
at object.
meows and
Okay.
is like my little
Closing your eyes and
sidekick.
concentrating.
So
You
she runs on my time.
between the darkness that is
And
your
that's
closed
pretty much the
eyelids,
extent
you see that green
of
glow
my parenting.
of the traveler's
throw some
presence
food in a
begin
ball,
to kind of
I lay on the floor
swerve
and pet her
then draw
belly.
your attention to kind of
and then I go
off
on
the
with my
right hand
day.
side of the path you guys were traveling.
13 likes
And
left,
as soon as you
everybody.
kind
I
of
don't know
glance
if
over, open
Michael's
your
been
eyes,
throwing
you
them
can see
up.
that green glow has become a faint
But
blue,
we
so you know
have
that direction is tugging you towards
almost
the
as many
official
likes
crest
as
of
we have
Beaver
minutes.
City.
There's 15 minutes
there.
left. 15 minutes left, and we need 13 likes. So we need almost a like a minute at this
You're all
point.
traveling
Like at the 10-minute
standard
mark,
speed?
which is going to be in
stealthily.
5 minutes.
Alright, everyone make a
5
group
minutes,
stealth
we're going to
check.
take a final shot. I'm going to pour it now, so everybody
let's
get
Except for
ready.
Caleb, who is flying about.
5 minute.
is it again?
5 minutes.
Advantage
We're going
on
to take the
stealth.
10-minute mark shot. That is it right there. We'll have 10 minutes left after that shot. We need
like 20 or
almost
30
a
feet above, or
like
would I
a
just be
minute.
in
A
the branches?
like
You
a
just mean the branch at
minute.
that point.
Do
It
we
is,
achieve
and it is,
it?
all the trees are, and it's odd. The more you look at it, their pattern of placement.
I know
is
Michael's
not
got a
random,
couple
like in the
coming.
forest. It is
My
geometric.
thumb
like they are
slipped. Jay, you
all
didn't catch
spaced
it.
intentionally
But
from
this,
each other.
oh, the forest, yes, is much
So
like
their
this.
canopies all collide pretty intensely.
Okay.
The Savalier. I know what you're
14.
talking about. The Savalier wood.
Just it?
All right, I'll drop it.
I did. I am paying attention.
25?
I am paying
53?
attention. I saw
20.
him talking about the forest.
Okay. Okay. So eventually,
I feel like we're about to get into a
Caleb catches up
battle,
with you,
if
and
I'm
you
gonna
all
be
together
honest.
Begin quietly, slowly but quietly, making your way in the direction that Jester is leading.
I feel like very
Moving
soon
through,
we're gonna
looking from right to
engage in
left.
battle or something.
Because of that
it seems
odd
it seems
geometric
like that's where
placement,
this
it
is
does
headed.
feel like intentional columns to a certain degree because of that continued pattern. As you maneuver and keeping your eyes peeled, nothing else seems to move. No other
Nothing else
sounds
seems
beyond
to
the crunching
move.
of your feet, even as careful as you are, pressing forward into this dark expanse. After a bit of travel, you begin to see the far walls of this arboretum begin to approach. And there in the stone, you can see these carved arches.
Oh my
that
god,
are
didn't know about the
more
season
just
3
there for design
teaser.
purposes. But
So
one
I
of these
just
arches
went
is
and watched
open. It is
Ninja.
a-
If you didn't hear me
hallway
earlier,
entrance.
I didn't know
and
myself.
you know this to be
And I'm gonna go
the
react
likely
to it
direction you should
when we're
travel.
done with the live stream.
This
I'm gonna
one is
immediately react to it.
2 by
I'm just
2,
gonna do a quick
so you have
intro
to
and
travel
exit,
in
and then
pairs.
throw it up on
Who
YouTube.
would
So
be the
expect it
first
when we're done with the live
pair
stream.
in this marching order?
Expect
Is there
it
no writing on the
up
outside
on
of
YouTube
this
within
thing?
30 minutes. I'm
there
gonna
would be a right. Do you still
intentionally
have-
do a
It's
quick
less
intro and
now,
exit
so I don't
so I
pay
could
for
get
it.
into the
Right, it's
Patreon
not
video.
concentration, correct?
And I also
So
want to
yeah,
get it up
we-
on YouTube as
it
quick as
reads
possible because
threshold
I
evolved.
already am delayed by 4 hours at this point. It came out around probably 3 o'clock. I had no clue. So it probably dropped around
Jesus,
3.
Have you ever tried
And it is
talking to
almost
the
8.
corrupted plants
So
in the Silverleaf?
I'm running late.
No,
So I'm gonna jump in. I'm just gonna
think
go, hey guys,
I'll
you
try
know the
once we roll
deal.
in the time.
I watch Legend of Vox Machina.
Okay.
Here's the teaser.
Do you want?
I'm gonna even wear
maybe
this
we could
shirt.
Try too?
I'm probably even gonna wear
if
this
you could
shirt
be
so
there,
people know
that
that we're
might
doing
be a good
Critical
idea.
Role over here. I was gonna put on a Vox Machina shirt, but to me it would be silly to wear a shirt promoting a show that you already know I'm watching when I want people to come join our family over
Once
here.
everybody's in,
We're here. Yeah.
But
not touching them either.
oh, so Michael still got some likes. I mean,
can
we
hear
are
me.
13 away. 13
I
away.
am
Michael
so
still got
sorry.
likes. We're gonna be
And,
7 or 8 likes short.
If we can help.
7 or 8 likes short, everybody. Try to get them up there.
We
We
will.
could get to 1 or 50 likes. If we get to 50, if you're jumping in, if you're a newcomer, 50 likes,
Speak with
and we'll
plants
jump into 120. And people are saying
From the
120 is hot fire.
and, see if we can hear anything back. I'll just reiterate what Caduceus said as well.
Okay.
Reiterating. And we're 1 minute and 30 seconds
Convey
away
this
from the
message
10-minute
to what
countdown.
you think
I have a shot poured and ready to go.
is likely going to be nothing.
This is the 10-minute
Respond.
countdown shot. We're going to have it at 3:17.
But as you speak to the first tree,
We're
you
speaking to the
sense a
trees. We're like
fragment
the
of his essence
Lorax.
reach out back to you in return. And while, much like the language of trees are wordless, and but a series of slow emotions and thought, this comes to you nothing but malevolent hunger and desperation.
Well,
It reaches towards you, and it's like pulling your hand back from a hole filled with insects.
malevolent
You're
hunger.
repulsed by
My
the
God.
emotion that tries to connect to you, this kind of...
And insects, I don't want to know about that.
And
Ain't
as
nobody
you
got time for that.
withdraw, you almost like slap the pouch away that you utilized to make this...
30 seconds. We're 10 minutes away.
There is still life
and
in
we're
these
10
trees,
likes
though
away. I don't know
nowhere
if
near the
Michael's throwing them
semblance
up,
that you've grown accustomed to.
but we're 10 likes away and 10 minutes. We need a like a minute. We're still averaging a like a minute. Here we go.
Let's move.
15 seconds at 3:17. It's going down. Who is it dedicated to?
Quietly nudge my
I'm
way
gonna do
to
this
the
one
front
for
before going into this
Clever.
tunnel. I'm
Clever,
gonna throw up detect
because
magic.
you've been riding with us the whole
With
live
comprehend
stream,
language is still going, because
commenting
both
your
can be
butt
happening.
off,
I'm
and
going
I
to
like the
operate
engagement in the
front and
chat. So, I
down
mean,
messages.
most of you are. So don't feel
Quiet as you can.
neglected if I didn't shout you out. But this one's
with
for
Caleb
Clever.
at
I
the
just
front?
picked someone at random. Too
I'll go
clever.
with Caleb.
We need 10 likes in 10
Okay.
minutes.
Exactly
Exactly
them.
10 likes in 10 minutes.
Should have Jester close to the front so she can
Sure.
point the way, right?
Sure, yeah, I'll go behind them.
Okay, and who's next to Jester?
I'll go next to Jester to protect her.
All right. And then Caduceus would be in the rear, so probably Bo and Yasha after that.
Unless forward you
And
like to.
I'll be keeping
the
an eye
game
behind us.
begins. Do we get there?
Caleb's eyes are just wide.
We're
as
down to
saucers
8.
trying to see
We're down to 8.
any
We're
writing,
making
any-
ground. It
any
like when it comes into the
markings,
clutch
sigils, or
time,
anything that is
people
that
sometimes
fast.
pop on other accounts
So,
and stuff. 8
Different
likes
from the
away.
metallic
with 9
rectangular
minutes to
hallways
go.
that you traveled through by the laboratories. Down here, the hallway itself has a natural stone feel. It has almost a simple elven flair to its
Elven
curved
Flare. 7 likes to go, everybody.
arched
7 likes. And
ceiling
lots
above
of
you.
people are jumping in
And
at the end
occasionally
here.
it's segmented
If you're
with what
jumping in,
looks to
throw
be
a
like
like
a
up just for the sake of everyone in
decorative
here. Because if we
grid
hit 50
travels
likes,
from side to side.
we're watching another 30 minutes into
This
120.
area seems to be
Episode 120.
It seems to carry
So
a
if you're
little
just
more of
checking it
a-
out, you're like, what's
an
this
aesthetically
crazy dude
pleasing
up to? Throw up a like just to help everyone
presence.
achieve greatness.
This hall, as you step against the cold marble floor, it echoes.
Cold marble floor.
Seems to keep quiet.
I feel like a battle is about to be
You don't
engaged
see any writing,
upon.
you don't see any labels. A little ways ahead, you begin to see what looks to be a T intersection, where it looks like another hall intersects with this. And as this hall continues on,
The way that Matt's
see a set of
describing it.
stairs that descends. And since it is lightless beyond the light that you carry with you into this chamber, Caduceus, you do see a faint, familiar blue glow.
Faint familiar
Barely
blue
visible,
glow.
just beyond the stairway ahead of you.
Familiar blue glow. What's that all about?
Yeah.
5 likes, everybody. We are slowly chiseling away 5 likes.
Left and the right. but
We're
we can
gonna
pass
make it
that.
happen. I have faith.
there.
We have 8
my-
minutes,
my-
5 likes to go.
Spell is guiding us.
Guiding you across and down the stairs.
Okay.
Careful for traps.
I place my hand
Is
on
the
their
Towery
shoulder
family
and
out
go
there? Is
Franklin's
Amy and
vision.
David France?
And just
I
let
feel like
Franklin
Amy, David, and the Towery
up to
family
the intersection
themselves
and
could
clockwise.
could push us over the line.
Go ahead and roll perception.
If you're
for
jumping in, like the video, we're
Just
rolling
look,
for,
cat. Good look.
for perception with Frumpkin.
That is a
A 13.
13?
A
Don't see anything one way or the other.
13.
Just darkness.
Just darkness.
Just, I mean, what do you expect?
Okay, so far so good.
So far, so
you saw the
good.
blue
I
light
guess.
Down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
But
did
why
you-
did he
the
say a
intersection,
familiar
straight ahead and the stairs descend
blue
downward,
glow?
and you see
Like,
a faint,
is it just
a little bit of blue light coming up from
Okay.
beyond the
We're
stairs.
both-
to
we're
Like,
both
is
on
it?
the
I
track.
mean, the way Matt said it, I feel like that is
when
very
I come up to that
interesting.
intersection,
A
this
familiar,
can
faint blue
traverse the
glow.
intersection?
No.
Okay.
Waits there.
Okay, so I'm going to just wait there.
You want to
This
look
feels very trapped.
right, I'll look left.
Sure.
You look right, I'll look left. I thought
We have better.
we was
investigation
cool. I
thinking, so I'm gonna
apologize.
look up
I
to
put
the
up 2
left
more
or right.
likes,
do
so
like
I have
the
a total of
one
4
eye.
in
Yeah.
right now. So
From the
Neil
various
helped
things
as best
by.
he could. We're
Okay.
5
Just
away.
select
I don't know if
guiding
Mike
all
still
that.
got
Right,
him.
yeah.
Going to need to do
Detect magic
reboots.
as
If you
you
make it to
approach
45, I'll add 5
towards
when
that
everything is
intersection.
up again.
You
So
sense
Mike still got a couple.
A
We're
faint
going
magical
to
barrier that
take a break,
entirely
regroup,
encompasses
take
that
a bathroom
two-section
break.
hallway ahead of you.
7 minutes.
So
We got
before we
7
can get
minutes.
there,
We might make it.
I catch
And
that
Michael's
vibe.
saying
Okay.
he's got a couple still in the back pocket.
Is there a?
But if you're jumping in,
school.
like the video, just so we don't have to rely on Michael
This
every
would
time.
also be abjuration.
Abjuration. 6 minutes away. We're gonna set up episode 120.
forward?
Because either way, I'm watching it.
something
Whether I
happened.
watch it with you guys or I watch it
There,
as the
spell magic
Patreon hour.
ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up 120. If we hit the 50,
Sorry, evocation. is
we're
what you
jumping
get
right
from
in.
Evocation. Even
50
better.
likes, we're jumping in. Just to let everybody know. Because I see people jumping in and out. I want to let newcomers know
Cast,
what the deal
dispel
is.
at 4th level.
At 4th level. Okay. Go
4th
ahead and
level.
roll a d10 and add your intelligence modifier.
D10.
Sorry, d20.
D20.
D10. Roll a D10.
Total of 16.
16.
Not horrible.
concentrate.
Not the worst.
Try your best to extend your intellect to unravel whatever weave holds this barrier ahead of you. Inspirational cleverness hits your mind, and you envision anchor points beyond this intersection. Hoping that this wall is not infinite. And if there are anchor points, it means there's a weakness where the two meet, and that's what holds this wall in place. And as you release the dispel magic, you watch as the barrier vanishes.
All right. We dropped the barrier. Dropped it.
Well done.
Nice, Caleb.
Okay.
Dropped it. I thought we was cool. I apologize. What happened? Did I do
Inch a little
something?
closer.
What
I'll
does
actually summon the sword as well.
coroner mean?
All right. The
What
light
does
glows now. You have multiple light
comer
sources helping
mean?
even further
I don't know
your
what
vision
that
into space.
means.
And now that you have more
I don't know
light in
what
the plants, you can
your
see
an-
the
I don't
heavy
know
cracks
what
that
your
run
word
through
means
the
to
stonework
understand
of
what the
this
meaning is myself.
hallway. Everything here, even in its
Clever.
beauty,
I don't know.
still has
I thought we
sustained
was
severe
cool.
structural
I
damage
apologize. I
from
don't know
the
what you're
impact
talking about. I'm
of
assuming
an
not
era long ago.
me because I just
And
shouted you out and did a
Now
shot.
that you have that kind of visual perspective with your sword, now lighting it up even further instills
4
the
minutes
question
away
of
from the end.
just
4 minutes.
how well this all will
5
continue
likes to
stand for how
go.
long. But
And we're just still in the hallway. No chambers, just
just a
Pressing.
long hall.
The left,
Pressing
right,
forward.
and forward.
Pressing
down.
forward, long haul. We
We're
made
doing
it
it.
because I have 5 likes to
There is
give
Yeah.
with my
You're
home
getting the
internet
sense
when my
that
home
a
internet
lot
starts
of
working.
this city, at least the areas you've seen,
We
have had
will have
open
some time
regions, but the open regions have
to
been
throw them up, Mike. So
buried
yeah, I
and
mean,
covered, and
if
so
you're
what
jumping in,
remains are
throw up the likes.
enclosed chambers and the halls that
But
connect them. So what's left is this.
By the
odd
time you
labyrinth
reboot and do your thing,
of
I'm gonna
things that have
set up 120. I'm gonna hit the
structures and
bathroom,
chambers that have
refill my
resisted
drinks
the
because
weight
all my
and
beverages
testing.
are gone. I am out of beverages.
So, you approach the intersection.
Uh
You
oh.
cross. There's no barrier, no issue.
You cross. There's no barrier, no issue.
Darkness in each direction.
Each direction.
Darkness in each direction.
Do you want? How far can your globules go?
Well.
How far can your Globules glow.
If I do globules, I
Globules.
can't
The
sense
word
any
to me is always so
negative
weird.
effects.
Whenever I hear
I
it,
lose one. So
for some reason I think of Tommy Boy, where they're like roids, globules, globule. I know it's globules, but it sounds like
Let's see it.
globules.
Prove it. Where have you been keeping that?
Right.
I just realized I had it.
Oh God! Where have you been keeping
like,
that? I just
no, we can
realized I
correctly.
could do
Yeah,
this.
that's
It just says
You have light? You
Yeah.
have the light cantrip?
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
light cantrip.
As part of being an ASMR.
She's had it this entire time as part of being an
awesome.
ASMR. I was gonna say, did she achieve this recently? She's had it the entire time. Oh my God, Ashley!
Comes with the textbook.
Yeah,
I
I'll
feel
put
like
it at
I'd
the
be
end of my
so
All right, so the front of the sword begins to glow.
like I overthink things. You guys know me.
flashlight.
Yeah, so
If
that's
I was that character, I
Yeah.
feel like I would know
I
the
should
ins
call
and outs
that.
of everything, like almost to like an insane level. She didn't even know she had the ability to make light.
Yeah.
with the
Ashley.
additional light and with the
Granted,
sword
Ashley
out
had a
there
lot
as well,
going
you
on
can see that
at the
both sides of
beginning half
wall
of this
end
campaign, but
about
still.
35, 40 or so feet beyond on each side. And
I'm
you can
actually
make out
surprised
with the
other
light you have
people
that
in
there
our
are,
group didn't be like, as an ASMR.
detailed glyphs carved into the
You
top
have
and
the
bottom
ability to
of
create
each of
light.
these sides, which you envision would be the anchor points for this wall that was previously there.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Let's take out this crest.
For 119 episodes.
All right.
LOL. My God, that
Stepping
is
down the
great. How far
staircase,
can
the familiar
your
blue light
globules
begins to fill
glow?
The chamber before
Went
you,
way
as you come
too
to a
hard.
nearly identical
We made
room
it
as to
because
the
I
one
have
that
5.
you
Oh, Mike already said that. We're
previously
4
found
away,
in the
4
ruins
likes
of
away,
O5.
with a minute
The same
left.
stairs that descend into
Matt's
a
gonna
somewhat
Matt's gonna
round
wrap this
chamber.
up right now. I can
The
feel it
somewhat
coming.
curved balcony
Matt's
to the right
wrapping
and
it up.
left
We
with
need
some faint
4
railing
likes to
where
jump into
descends where
120.
stairs
Michael's saying
curve
he's got
around
a
into the
couple.
center of the chamber
We're
where the
gonna
central
we're gonna get
stairs
time.
are
There'll
going
be
through.
like
You see
5-10 minutes
the
of talking and
large,
setting up.
carved,
So
faintly glowing
throw
glyphs
up
that
your
reach across
likes
from the
if
center of
you
the floor
haven't.
to the far wall and up the wall, and there, atop and in the center, you see embedded
Oh.
the large, glowing blue threshold crest.
large blue
That's what we'll pick up next.
glowing threshold crest. My God, there's a lot of words there.
We'll pick up from there next time as you
All right,
locate your
Matt's
second
gonna say
threshold
goodnight.
vault.
We're gonna pop up
Take it.
episode
I feel like we should-
120.
We should try to break it.
We
It's
still
magic.
If we
need 4
take it,
likes.
They can take it from. They can
We
take it
have
from us.
till
We're
I
gonna
put up.
spend
I'm gonna put up the
every
No, we should
episode.
take it.
I'm
because
gonna
then
go
it's
fill my
bargaining
beverages.
chip.
I'm gonna
No,
pee,
listen,
and then
take
if I
it.
sit
that
back
we
in
might
this
get to
chair
see the city
and we were at
come.
50 likes, we'll jump into 120.
So much more I want to
If
do.
not,
armor first,
then I
we'll decide.
immediately
You got time. You got time to
break
figure out what you're
everything
gonna
in this
do.
room, knock all my
Well,
monitors
await
over,
our next episode.
and you never see me again. That is how this
Alrighty,
works.
well, thank you all for joining us
Or
tonight.
I jump into the
We
Patreon.
will see
One or
you
the
next
other. Well,
week.
actually, I'm going to
Don't
do
forget,
Vox
thank you
Machina
very
first.
much, and
But
have a
if
great
not,
day.
I mean,
Good night.
if we hit the 50 likes, you know the deal. 50 likes. We're getting close. I know we are, but here we go. 120. We're going to get 120.
Hello, everyone.
I'm going to let Matt Mercer give his intro first.
The best 30 Hats voice I do is sit around and play Dungeons and
It was
Dragons.
around 15 minutes. Where is it? The intro ended. Here's the intro. Around 13. We're going to let Matt Mercer give his intro, and then I'm going to pause. Then we'll set the clock.
And welcome back.
Here's
So,
Matt.
last we left off,
Last we
99
left
making
off.
their way through Isilcross
Stop
with the
this.
eventual
Reset the time.
destination plan of reaching the ruins, the central ruins.
I know it's
going to
be around 15
which
minutes. I feel like
currently
it's going to be
is
like
to the east,
15.
across
Let's
a
guess.
volcanic
Let's
river
just
of magma.
guess. What do we guess? What is Matt at now?
You have
Sorry.
1338. I'm
send
going to
this to you guys
guess.
too.
This is going to be a new
I
game we
know.
play.
We're already out of the gate.
I'm
loopy.
going to guess. I'm
but
going to go with this just because
He traveled here.
1506 is
in
where I
trying to
guess Matt ends his
head off
recap.
Lucian and the Tomb
3
Takers
likes left.
for what
We
seemed to
need
be one of the
3
artifacts
likes.
they're attempting to
We're
gather before
so
heading to Aor
close.
themselves.
3 likes.
You managed to gain some time by
We're going to
flying
stop
in the
when
air
Matt
via
stops
giant
the
eagles.
recap.
And upon trekking deep within, you encountered
Every
strange
time we get one, I'm going to
locales,
lower a finger. We need
Ancient
3 more
alien
likes.
citizens frozen in
We
some sort of
get
weird magical
to the
time
promised
bubble.
land.
You made yourself
so close. We're so
scarce
close.
as you went deeper into the ruin, discovering strange laboratories.
Strange.
Encountering a
By the way,
horrifying
Tealbird, is Tealbird still
mutated
here?
abomination.
Tealbird,
After battling it, you
glorious
discovered the
art.
remnants of one
The
of these
art
laboratories
on
and
the
an eventual
screen
escape
The
hatch that
laboratory
led to an
with
even
the,
further subterranean, nearly petrified
canisters
forest,
and the beasties
corrupted
and
by
everything.
some sort
Glorious
of
looking.
unknown source.
Glorious.
But
looking.
beyond that forest, you begin to come upon a hallway
I'm
and stairs that
taking-
descended into a
I'm taking
blue-lit chamber
it to. Let's go
in the
to
same
the potty.
direction that
I
Jester's
think
magic
that's
had said
to the potty.
the second threshold crest you seek would be. And so, as we left off,
Here we go.
you had just
I'm not looking at the
dispelled
clock yet.
magical barrier that
I
prevented
guessed
entry
1506. We're gonna
and
see
began
if
trekking
I'm close.
down the stairways into this blue-lit, familiar chamber.
I don't want to like cheat by.
Before we walk in.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, it actually went past. But see, I probably could have stopped it sooner, but I still think I would have been off by a second or two.
I wanted to do this at the end.
Ready?
of
Let's
last
say,
game.
because now I'm curious.
Before we walk in.
I would have been off by a
Strange
couple seconds. Oh, what am I
locales,
doing?
Ancient
15.
Aeorian citizens froze
All right,
magical
here we go.
barrier that had prevented entry.
I
And began
guess
trekking
I
down,
want to see if 1506.
down the stairways into this blue-lit, familiar chamber.
Before we walk in.
Okay.
I wanted to do
All right.
this at the
Jesus.
last game.
Okay.
And just kind of stop Yasha, because we're in the back.
All right, 1520. We're going to stop at 1520. I honestly, though, was pretty close. That's a good guess. I guess 1506, it would have literally started at 1509. 1509 was where we would have started, but since they're not really talking about a whole lot, and I don't feel like resetting the clock 15 times, we're going to go with this also. Oh, never mind. We're 2 likes away. We're 2 likes away. 1520. We're setting the clock. 1520. That is what we're doing. 1520. We're 2 likes away. If you're jumping in, we're going to likely do the next 30 minutes of 120, but we're 2 likes away. I'm going to fill this cup with ice and drink and then come back. And if we achieve the 2 likes, we're in. We're very close. We need 50 to do it. Do we do it? I don't know. I'll be right back in less than 5 minutes. Probably like 2 minutes. I'm just going to literally fill this with ice and drink, and then I'll be right back. So do magic, everybody. Spam the chat. Say, do it. Oh my God. How did we do this? We're up to 55. I was like worried we wouldn't even hit 50. Coco, get up there. Coco's here to celebrate with us. Coco, get up there. Come in. Come in. Come in. What are you doing? Jump. Come on, jump. Jump. Oh. I don't know if you guys saw that. She almost belly flopped. Are you okay, honey? Are you okay, my baby? I don't know if you guys saw her. She like leaped and like undershot it and almost fell off. Are you okay? Are you okay, my baby? Are you okay? You little monkey? I think it scared the shit out of her. I don't know if you guys could see that. Did you guys see? Coco literally lunged up. I don't know if you could see it from that angle. I think you can. She like, the whole thing started pulling on her and she was like scampering up. I trained my cat in, that never happens. Otherwise I would have pulled the thing back. First off, how did we hit 55? We hit 55 likes. I was afraid we wouldn't even hit 50. We hit 55 likes. So that is glorious. So everybody's set to 1520. Internet's sort of working on the PC, so I got my 5 likes in. So Michael got the 5 likes in, but we would have done it without Michael's 5 likes, and that is impressive, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that we were able to actually blow it away. With 10 minutes left, we needed like 15 plus likes. I think we needed 17. With 15 minutes left, we needed 17 likes. So we were able to get 20-something likes in 15 minutes. Is that a Killer Tofu pennant on the wall? Yes, it is. OU Killer Tofu. From Doug. What is it? Yeah, Doug. I was going to say from Doug Funny, but it's Doug. Well, Doug Funny says it. And now Coco probably got so scared shitless, she wants out of the room. I'm going to let Coco out because she's going to bang. Everybody, that sounds funny. I'm going to let Coco out because she's going to bang. She's going to hit the door. I'm going to go open the door. Everybody get ready. Pour a shot. We're going to have a shot. And we're going to start 15:20. And then we're going to call it a day because that'll bring us to like 8:30. And I definitely want to get the teaser for Legend of Vox Machina out by 9 o'clock. So it'll take me like 10-15 minutes to record and edit that. I'm going to do it real quick. So everybody get ready. 15:20 on the clock. We're going to go to 45 minutes. We'll be done around 8:30. I'll finish, say goodnight to everybody, and we will have the Legend of Vox Machina teaser on YouTube by 9 o'clock. Coco went out? Coco went out? There you go, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Coco like banged to come in and then bangs to go out. All right, so everybody's ready. We're going to have a shot. Killer Tofu. Yep, Killer Tofu. OU. OU. Killer Tofu. I got that at a convention, Neil. One of the conventions I go to, they have those banners of all like retro stuff. Somewhere else I've got, I don't know where they are. Like I rotate things. There's a Labyrinth one where it's I forget what it says. It's like You Remind Me of the Babe or something like that. And it's Jareth, David Bowie. And he's like, you know, juggling his balls. He's juggling his balls. And it says something like You Remind Me of the Babe. I got another one that is the Muppets band. Why am I blanking on their name? I literally love them. And I bought it because of that. And I'm like brain farting on their name. But the Muppet band with teeth and all them animals on drums. Oh my God, why am I brain farting on the name of the band? The Electric. Oh my God. Either way, cheers to everybody. We made it. Get your clocks ready. Get your shots. Smoke if you want them. Check Adam's comment. Now, Jay, I'm going to need you to focus. The opening bit is important. Electric Mayhem. Thank you, Emily Mary. And Emily Mary's in the chat. I did not see Emily before. I did mention you, Emily Mary, before you got in here. I said, I haven't seen Emily Mary yet. We were trying to think of all the people that we haven't seen today. And Emily Mary was one of them, but here she is. So here we go, everybody. Get ready. We're doing the 3-minute count, or 3-minute countdown. 3 seconds. Ready? Electric Mayhem. Thank you, multiple people. Electric Mayhem. I'm so mad at myself. I don't know why I was brain farting on the other word. I'm like electric. I wanted to keep saying Electric Boogaloo, but I obviously knew that wasn't the case. That's Canon Films. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
We're going to 45 minutes, everybody.
Yeah, really nervous.
45 minutes.
Oddly, it's not.
And then into
because
Legend of
this.
Vox Machina.
Oh, it's. You make me nervous.
You make me. Oh, I gotta focus.
In a good way. I've got cotton mouth. In a good way.
Okay.
I read your note.
Ooh.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I
it's a Yasha and
really
Bo moment.
fucked up, and I just was like, was it too much? I just.
No.
Okay,
It was great.
you did read it. I thought maybe you didn't read it yet, or maybe you did, and you just were like, I don't want to.
Yeah, it was like I read it.
I love
and
that
then,
she's got a
we kept
Pepsi
having
shirt
house
that
guests,
says
like we had the
peyote.
Yetis, and then we had Dagon, and then we just kept bringing in weird people into the tower.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was, and then we'd be like good night, and then I'd be like, I'm rambling. It's a weird question, but we might die soon.
Yeah.
Do you want to like go on a date or something?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
course.
Yeah. Okay. I never like do anything the right way,
I-
and so I figured that maybe with this I should just go like start from the beginning, and we haven't really had a we had like a beginning, and then we had like
Look
a
at
you stabbed me
Ashley's
thing,
face.
and then,
I don't know if
and
she's
then now
making that
kinda
face
need,
as
like, a
Yasha
second
or
beginning.
herself. I think it's as Yasha.
Anything.
Okay.
And just, I feel weirdly, happy and excited in this really weird place.
I feel
But,
like we've been making some distance with. I mean, not distance. Some.
Wow, I feel really good.
I can't think of the word.
I think I just thought
We've been
that,
getting to this quicker
you know,
than earlier.
when
put it that way.
like you start acting weird
Making
or stupid
ground,
around
that's what I meant.
someone,
We've been making ground
and
on this
then
relationship.
You're just like, why can't I
Quick.
just act normal?
Yeah.
But I think it's I like you, Bo.
Yeah, I like you a lot too.
I almost feel like Ashley's playing
I
it
don't know.
off so
we'll
well
figure
that I
something
feel like
out.
she's
I asked
just as
Caleb if
giddy
we
as
could, like,
Yasha.
change the tower, you know, because we're kind of in like a weird situation where I don't think there's bars, but I've got some
Look at
ideas.
her face.
So,
Look at Yasha, Ashley's face.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
If-
Tomorrow night, is that too soon? Should we wait till the weekend? What day is it?
I don't even know.
Yeah, we're all just sort of like.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, are we all there?
Yeah, you guys have descended into the.
I was gonna say, are we all like? That's literally what I thought. I'm like, where is everybody else? Are we all witnessing this? Are we all like right up their ass watching this go down?
If we live, let's go on a date tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or I mean, we'll see. If we're still in here,
I feel like this is
figure it out.
moving so
we got
quickly
time.
now, out of
We're
nowhere.
just we'll
I'm-
as
I'm
we're like
good with
trekking
it.
through the tundra and
I said earlier I wasn't so
saving the
sure
universe, we'll make plans.
if I was
And then if
down
we
with
go on a date and you're like,
inter-party dating, but
not
Ford
into
and
it
Jester
anymore,
are
that's
doing
okay
it.
too.
Yeah, same.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, no, I don't want to make it weird, you know, because we're like working together.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
weird, but wow, I don't even know what to say. I was not expecting that, but
I wanted to ask you earlier, but it just kind of, sweating.
yeah, me too. I get really
It's like,
nervous. But you look great. It's like you have a very nice do.
A very nice do.
thanks.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
You look great. Don't worry,
stay
you're
alive,
sweating
please.
Yes,
profusely.
you too.
Okay.
Let's
Sweating
go,
looks. I mean, in all honesty,
steal an ancient
sweating
relic.
could look sexy on people,
Okay.
depending on it. If you're dirty,
After you.
grimy, I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
But like a
walk
nice
away and try
sweaty
to look
glisten can look sexy.
Really cute.
If done right. I love it. I love it.
Like move my hips a little bit more.
I just kind of like wipe the spittle that gathered in the corner of my mouth.
I move with my hips. Sexy little
go
strut. Sexy little
forward.
Yasha strut.
As you
What does a sexy
strut your
Yasha
way
strut look
behind
like?
your compatriot.
I always
What are we
imagine
doing?
Yasha as
Are
such
we
like a
all figured-
brute
You know, we gotta figure it out.
barbarian.
We kind of
I mean, you still could look hot as a barbarian,
like an
but
intense
like
conversation.
she's such like an
strategy
intimidating
of the different kinds.
force.
Yeah, what did you guys come up with?
Like
We
Bo
were
is
gone for a
like
while, so-
like you know
Yeah.
The plan is to
like the
stay
skinny,
alive.
slender. Not that Yasha's
Stay alive
not
until
skinny,
tomorrow.
but she's like a
Yeah.
beefcake
Had a
in my
much
mind.
more intricate,
Muscular.
like thing before we went into the last.
I feel like Bo's got
one of
the
these
more
places.
like
It was like you wanted to
defined,
talk and be
jacked
allies and
yoga
all sorts of
instructor
stuff. This
kind
is
of
just
look.
stay alive.
Well, you know, Lucian's not here, and now it's kind of just get the job done, right? And just like make it and just live in the moment, yeah?
Yeah, take this handkerchief. You're oddly
Sam's
sweating
smile
on.
too. Yeah, I was
know,
watching. I
it's-
mean, everyone was kind of
Yeah, you look
giggling
like
and
my dad.
smiling. Are we all there?
No, it's a good thing.
Are we all there? Is a narcissistic
No,
way to
great.
say.
You were
I
back
guess
there,
I'm
weren't you?
taking that with me.
I didn't
It's not
want
moving
to
forward too quickly. It's slow burn.
infect
Always has
the
been.
room.
No, Adam.
You know, we're kind of in
I
a
mean,
Very
I feel like
limited oxygen down here.
when I say
didn't
that,
want
I
to.
mean
I
it's
can't
like
smell
about
her
time.
farts for some reason.
that it happens.
So she held me back just to
But
stay with her.
I feel like
in
it
the-
took
well,
so
she had
long to
tummy
get
issues.
A
to
very unique
the
trait,
point of
Yasha.
the
Is that
letter.
Stack
Some
crayons.
people-
And now
Smell,
it's like we're
very
making ground
overpowering.
quick. In a way, in a good way. I feel like it took
just
so
farts.
long
I
for
don't
us to
know.
get to the letter part that I
It's
expected it to be
flowers,
another
you know.
like 20 episodes
I think I've
before
heard of that. It's like
anything
some
was done
people
about it.
pee
Especially with
when
all
they
the
eat
shit we're dealing
asparagus, It
with.
smells funny. Some people just can't smell farts.
Yeah.
It's a genetic
It's
thing.
just it's
Some
it's
people
a, it's
can't
a, it's a
smell
weird
farts.
thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
We gotta drop a bomb.
Do it around
Yasha
that.
is your wingman.
Yeah.
So as you take in the environment around you,
What an interesting
It's like I did in
conversation.
rehearsal, Matt.
Yasha's got that weightlifter's
having
build.
this
Yeah, exactly.
conversation as
Like
you,
you ever
slowly
see
descend the staircase
Love
into
Lies
a familiar
Bleeding?
chamber. This is a room.
I
that
think
is
that's what it's called, the Kristen
nearly
Stewart movie that
identical
came out
to
recently.
The previous
The
threshold
girl in that
vault
is
that you
very
had
attractive,
encountered
but she's
at
like a
the site of
bodybuilder. and She is
A5 on the map.
a freaking beefcake.
The
She
shape's
is like
a little bit
muscular,
larger
bodybuilder,
of the overall
jacked
chamber.
craziness.
You can see there are the two
attractive girl, just a different kind
somewhat
of attractive.
rounded
Where Kristen
balcony
Stewart
edges
is
that
like
go
that
to the right
lean,
and
like
left,
that's like
and then
that
stairs
kind of
that
reminds
descend
me
in
of
the
what's
central
going
chamber,
on.
and a
Kristen Stewart is
central
like
part
the
of stairs that
lean,
go towards
skinny,
the middle
like
of the
cut
chamber,
look, and the other
there
girls,
below you can
that
see
is the Bo and
familiar
Yasha.
sigils on the floor.
Go
and the
look at
glyph against the wall, and
Love-
there above, affixed to the ceiling, you see
whatever I
embedded
said.
the large blue
Love Lies
glowing
Bleeding.
threshold crest itself.
Go look at that.
There is a lot of
And that
fallen
is
rubble
Yasha and
in
Bo in
here,
my
and you
mind.
can see there are a
Jack
couple of
bodybuilder
heavy stacks or
and skinny,
piles of
lean,
rock, stone,
defined,
and other
fit girl.
other structural materials that have fallen, but overall the room is whole.
I was gonna say, Marisha looks like she is sweating.
I know this looks very much
and
like
she
the
is
last
wearing
one,
a
but
jacket.
let's not
Take
take
that
it for
jacket
granted.
off.
I'm gonna start
She's like
looking
airing
around for any
herself out.
threats
She's
in
definitely
the room.
getting heated up.
Sort of inlaid statues or things that could come to life or traps.
Or Zapas.
Oh, you can make a perception check. You do see at the
Assist you.
perception check.
Can I go full on poke about with an investigation?
Full
Or is
on
that
poke
too
about.
involved?
If you want to like spend the time
We'll go
rummaging through
full
stuff,
on
sure, make an
poke
investigation
about.
check then.
It is a. Where's investigation?
She's a
It is
muscle
an,
mommy.
18.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
it'll take
that
you a
was
little while, so while you're
the
doing that,
bravest thing Beauregard has
there
ever
are
done.
the two kind of
I dig
curved
it.
staircases that head into the middle chamber on the side, and then at the base of each of those you see pillars that have orbs on them that are just kind of these
I've said this
hollow,
before too. I
dark,
dig that
kind of
Marisha
glassed
herself
orb, somewhat
wears
frosted, it seems like from the
a
inside.
lot of sleeveless shirts. I've said this many
I'll
times. I
go
wear a
down
lot.
towards one of those
I wear a
and
lot.
specifically
I wear a
check it
lot
for
of sleeveless
traps.
shirts. I'm known
Maybe someone should
for
scan it for
25
magic
years
first.
at work to
we're
never
close
have
enough in for
sleeves.
detect
I
magic
have
to-
an
to-
array, like probably
Likely.
30
Alright,
sleeveless
I'll go with
shirts.
detect magic.
And I have a lot of t-shirts too. But I've said
yeah.
how people outside of work are like,
so
do
you
you
detect
ever
magic in the
wear
chamber.
sleeves?
There
And I
is
do all the time. I just
magic
don't. You guys see
Throughout
me.
a majority of this
Like you
chamber,
probably
you
see
see
20 or
threads
30 different
woven
shirts
like
with sleeves.
like
But
small
in my
subterranean
work
roots
outside
of trees
jobs
that
where I
seem
sweat
to
and stuff, I always
mingle
wear
and all
either,
gather towards the base
like,
of the ground and then weave
undershirts
within this
or sleeveless
glyph
shirts.
that then folds up
And
into
I
the
dig
top, and that
Marish's
heavy magical source from
array
the central
sleeveless shirts.
crest
She's got
itself.
a
It is
plethora.
nearly blinding, and even just kind
To
of
quote the
extending your
great
consciousness
Alguapo.
to accept this is a little harsh. As you were investigating and kind of looking around the area,
and we're still
the two
racking up
orbs on the
likes.
sides kind of,
By all means, if you're jumping
just
in,
kind
oh,
of
I think
briefly
Amy
flash
France
and then go
did it.
back
I
to
see
a
Amy
dull
France jumped in.
sensation. You
Everybody
sense a
closed
brief
on
flash
the
of
new
magical
house
energy,
today,
and
ready
then
to
you just
relax
go
with some
inert.
critical role. Well, Amy, you get a shot. You're getting a shot for
That
you
was
and
something.
David
There's
closing on
nothing
the
now,
house.
But that was something.
David's here. I'm
the
assuming
orbs
David's,
just sort of-
David's in the background.
They had
David, good job.
A magic moment.
Good job on both of you closing the house. We get a shot for you guys. We almost didn't make it, Amy. We had 17 likes to go with 15 minutes. 17 likes to go to make 50 with 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, we got over
I think
20
we should
likes.
be careful. This seems.
We, as you can see, we were well over 50.
I'm not getting anything
We got like
from them now, but
22
there was a
likes in
brief,
15
there was a
minutes.
brief flash. of
Record
something,
breaking,
I
I
don't know,
feel
and
like.
this whole room is
But to the
just
Frances,
lit up.
Do we have to
to the
cross
France
between
family,
the
this
two
is for you
orbs in order
guys.
to get to the
We're almost to the
threshold
halfway
crest?
point too. We're 4 minutes away
the
from the
staircases
halfway
would
point.
descend
So
around
cheers
them,
to the Frances
and
closing
but
on the new
central
house.
stairs would go between
Thanks.
the two of them. Yes.
Now
I'm gonna go
comes the
around
hard
them. I'm
part,
not gonna
packing and
walk between
moving. We'll have another shot for you when you complete that
As
task.
you guys
You
all
only get
kind of
one shot per
make
task.
your way down to the
Right
lower
now
area,
it's relaxing
and you are currently
and
kind of
enjoying
rummaging
your
through.
success.
And there's like
I mean,
piles
we'll
of
take
loose
20
rock
shots in
and fallen
between,
stone
but you
and
know.
materials
Cheers
that
to
either
the
belong
house
to
for
the
now.
structure here
Amy
or have
France,
since
David
slid
France,
into it
glorious
at some
people.
point due to the impact of this ruin. But you do see what looks to be like an armored hand.
Amy,
that
where is the house? How
loosely
far from
visible
your
near one of
current
the piles
house?
of stone on the kind of far left-hand corner of this room.
I have moved.
Caduceus.
I can see from here.
I've been in the
Is
same
that-
house now
Is
for
that weird?
over 20
Is it
years.
magic?
But before
it does
that,
not appear to emit a
I
magical
moved
aura.
5
Just a hand.
times
Or at
within
least
5
just a
years.
glove.
We
I don't
moved
know, is there
4 or
anything in it?
5 times within 5 years.
Yeah, for safety.
And
here.
every house
Sure,
was,
I'll come
I
over and
kid you
I'll
not,
cast my magic
less than a mile
hand
from
and
each
just
other.
try to sort of tug on
We
it
had
from
5
feet
different
away
houses,
as
and
it
all of
moves,
them
or-
are literally
it-
within walking
it lifts
distance to where I
with
could
it,
go.
like it's being lifted
Totally different
from its
properties,
place, but is
totally different
attached.
streets,
It's not just a
but
hand,
all in
there's
the
a body in
same
there, so I'll
town.
come closer and investigate.
and I
to
could
see if it's
literally walk to all of them right
Go ahead
now.
and check
Like
and see.
even the house I live in right now, I could walk to
Well,
every house I
that's-
lived in, and there's 1, 2,
25.
3,
25
4.
already.
This is the
That
5th
does not
house.
appear to be trapped.
This so
It does
5
appear to be
times in
buried.
5 years.
Whatever it's attached
I
to
lived in a
is
different
currently
house
under
each
quite a
year
bit of
prior
stone.
to being here
undead?
for 20 plus years. So
You
I
get
was like
no
in
undead
my
essence in the
teens.
vicinity.
All right.
I was like middle school, high school age. And I went from one house to another every year, constantly moving, because my dad bought up all these
Nothing catches your
houses.
attention.
And then he'd
Not
fix
wanting
one
to
up,
come-
rent it
do
out,
we want
move to
to
the next
bury
one.
this
Fix
thing?
it up,
Help to
rent it
get
out,
it
move to
out?
the next one. And we kept
try to-
doing that until we got to
Yeah, do we
what
wanna-
is my
Yeah, dig
mom's
out the
dream
body,
house,
let's see what this is.
where we live now.
It'll
But
take you a
it's a
bit, but you don't have to
two-family,
roll
so
for
I
it
live on the
necessarily.
one side
You
with
know,
Jesse and
with the
Robbie.
aid of your friends, you managed to
and
pull
my
some of
parents
this
have
off,
the
and
other
you see
side.
what looks to be some
But it's a
sort of,
massive ranch. It's like a
you think it's a
massive
soldier in
ranch
armor
on
at first,
3
but the
plus
armor
acres.
pieces are
But we had to move
bolted or sealed
5 times in
onto the
as
body.
just as many years. But then
you
after
don't
that,
see skin.
I never moved again.
Is it a golem?
Is it a willy arm?
A willy arm.
A what?
Like the golem from...
Billy?
Yeah.
It's about an hour and 15 minutes away,
It
still in
resembles
Illinois. It's
an
okay, same
automaton that
state.
you've encountered before,
hour and
but this
15
one
minutes.
is more
That's
humanoid
I mean,
in
it's not too
size.
bad.
It's maybe about
Not too bad. I drive
little
45,
bit
50 minutes just to see
shorter
Neil every Thursday.
than
So
Caduceus,
that's probably about
and has the
the
proportions
ride
of a
I
human,
take, give or,
but
you
it
know,
looks
give or
like
take
it's
20
crafted
minutes.
from enchanted metals.
I do it
and
weekly to
stone
go to Neil's.
and other kind of weird
I know
rubbery
people
materials.
commute.
Similar to
I
the
know
cables
people that
you
commute to
saw
jobs
torn through some of the
that are a
chambers
good
and walls
hour
on your way
away.
in.
What does his face look like?
One of my friends
If you
works in the
pull it up,
city.
you see the face. The face looks.
And he said it's like an hour and a
smooth.
half
There's
commute
no
every
hair.
day.
It's just
one way.
a metallic,
hour and a half commute one way and then back every day.
dome,
Monday
almost
through
like a
Friday
helmet,
they do
but
it.
you can see there are
I'm
sockets
like,
where
I
eyes
could
would be.
never do
and
an
area
hour and a
where
half
mouth would be
commute.
that looks like it has some
Like
sort of a
that's
joint.
in my mind, that's
to it, like
3
a jaw.
hours a day.
But it is partially crushed crushed
wasted
inward.
of my
We
life.
leave this
And I mean,
buried,
hey, people do what
where
they
it's
got to do,
come
and he
to
does
life
make
and
good money.
actually-
What
So
if
I
it's
mean,
a
I get
wedding?
it.
I'm
But
gonna
I
kneel down and
couldn't
start seeing
imagine
if there is any sort of
3
power
hours
source,
a
the
day
likes of which I've read about
wasted
and which
on driving to and from work.
I've been
Especially at my
looking
age. I'm
for
like
ever
42.
since,
I'm like, I'm
the
done
folding
wasting
halls of Harass.
time.
Go make
I
an
try to
arcana check.
make the most out of
What,
all
like
of
a
my
charger
minutes.
or
Battery.
battery or something?
And we are up to
15.
57 likes,
15.
everybody.
Whoa.
Keep liking the video if you're
Looking at
watching.
this,
We're
and from the knowledge that
a
you did
minute
gain
away
from actually
from the
crafting
halfway
with
point.
your friends here,
And then,
that
like I said, if you're
golem
wondering,
within
jumping
the
right
Folding
into
Halls,
Legend of Vox Machina teaser
this
trailer
is
came out
a
for season
different
3. If you
physicality
didn't
to
know,
it. It's weirdly far more
jumping into that
complicated,
immediately. I'll have it out
than the simple,
and edited
comparatively simple
by around
golem
9 o'clock. I'm going to
creations.
try to not talk too
this
much
has
intro and
more
exit. Get it out.
maneuverability.
Get it up to you
Its
guys.
Joints are more natural. It's
Expect
almost
that around
it's
9
almost
o'clock
a
tonight. Teaser trailer for
an
Vox.
imitation of a
Then
human
I'll do the
body,
Patreon hour, YouTube
but
video. Should be
crafted.
done right in time for sushi.
You can see within the armor there are
10:30. 10:30 is
grooves
sushi
and
time.
runes, so there was some sort of enchantment, though it appears to be bereft of any sort of life or source.
Is there any language on it? I still have comprehend languages up.
There is no language written on it, no.
I pull out the collar that got thrown around my neck and say, I'm looking for something to bring this back
I
to
did
life.
that
and I
all
think
the
if we're
time.
lucky,
Hour
somewhere here I might.
and a half, one way all the time. When I lived and worked in Toronto, it was awful. When I was
Doors haven't
young,
flashed
I've
again,
never
have
had,
they?
I personally never had a commute like that. But when I was in
you get
college,
close to
my
them, do
girlfriend
they
at the
flash?
time worked
Do you want to
in
walk close to it?
the city and lived in
How
Parsippany,
close
New
was
Jersey.
Was it Caleb?
She would
who
get
was,
up,
Is anybody close
drive
to it
to the
before when
train.
it flashed?
The train
was
was an
me.
hour and a
you're all
half
kind of
one
moving
way,
in, but
and
it was
she'd have
Caleb
to
who was the
switch
first to go in and
trains
begin, like, looking through and
midway.
searching the
She'd
local
have to
rubble
go
and
to the
such.
train to
Oh,
the
good.
path, jump on the
Okay, we
path,
can-
go to the city, and then do it again.
I can do it.
She
Don't
was
worry.
commuting
Yeah,
3 or 4
just
hours a
maybe
day,
not.
but
I'm
she
really strong for
No,
it.
was
Yeah,
making
there's
really
no
good money.
doubt.
She had like
Sure.
graduated with
Someone
honors
with
from
a- can you
Syracuse
still
University.
teleport?
Was
Can you still jump?
advertising. I still talk to her occasionally.
you,
She
honestly.
currently makes like
Okay.
180,000 a year
This is,
and
uh,
is like a CEO.
this is
And I'm
moving me
sure
field.
she doesn't feel it was
I'll
wasted
get with it.
at this point,
Oh,
because now
our
she
butt
lives in the
stinks.
city. Like, you know, once you start making money,
It
you
went
can
away.
afford a closer
I
house.
know.
But when she started, she was
so the
working
20
for
feet of
no
the
money,
orbs.
Look at the crystal.
had to
in
live
the
with her parents,
Okay.
and I remember
20
being
feet,
like,
20 feet is relatively
I
easy
could
because
never.
the space where you guys are even
3-4
inspecting
hour
this
commute
crushed
every day
construction
to and from,
was
going to the
about
city,
20 feet.
eating
So you
shit
kinda
from
step
people.
closer still.
I mean, you got to put in
Nothing, no
your
reaction.
time. You got to put in your
I'm keeping
No
dues.
reaction.
That's why I always, literally, I've worked for my father,
No reaction.
What the
but
heck,
to me
man?
it
How
was
close
like
was Caleb?
family.
I don't remember.
And I
He was
could,
about maybe 15 to
talk
10 feet
back
from it.
and argue and fight with him from time to time. And now I run everything.
Well, how are we going to get this?
So I mean, everyone I guess
press?
pays their dues in some way.
Well,
But I
we
was like, I could never
you could
work for
spider climb
somebody
up to the
else
ceiling and we could try
or
to pry it out. Somebody
drive
could fly up and we could.
hours.
What did
Like
we
my
see
commute
when we
was
walked
never.
into the last one of
I
these?
literally
What-
lived with
how
my
were they
father
getting it
my
down?
whole
They
life.
cut it down.
So
Brian.
he
I
would
could
literally
probably
just
get it
text
if we
me,
Take a moment.
get up, time for
I could
work.
get it the
I would
same way.
crawl out of bed,
You've seen me
throw on a
pulverize
shirt,
gems
and we do
and,
construction, so I don't gotta look
Just
fancy.
keep an eye out and stay as far away
I
from
would
it
literally
as
just
possible.
throw on a shirt
How
and
close
What
do
if
you
we
need to
just
be?
try to
jump in the
dispel
truck,
it,
and
you
he
know?
always had
Just make it
drivers for
inert.
me,
That
so I
much
could
magic.
drink.
Do we
That's
this
a-
thing?
I could do whatever I wanted. I always got the job done, though.
You can always try.
I was always
Take a
lifting
really
weights.
high
I was
level,
always
but-
very strong.
Better to save that
So I
for
did what
getting
I had
out
to
of
do,
here,
and
I
as
think.
long as I did, he didn't
But we don't want to make it inert,
tell me
right?
anything.
I mean, we want to.
He didn't say like you drink too much.
Why wouldn't we want to make it
Or-
inert?
Go to sleep, get your sleep. Like it was
I mean,
like
then
always
it's
like
not a
as long as you get your
bargaining
shit
chip
done, you do
Yeah,
whatever
but
the fuck
why
you
would
want.
we bargain with them? What
And I
would we
loved it.
bargain
Never
for
had a
it?
commute
You
in
know
my
what I
life.
I don't know.
mean?
We won't know until we get to that point.
Want to
And
destroy
the
it?
arcade?
Yeah.
I could get to the arcade in under 10
If we
minutes.
keep
I
it
could
not
run
broken,
there
then
in
they
30
have the
minutes.
opportunity to
So
use
I've
it.
never
But
had
if we
anywhere
break it, then they
that
can
I
just
worked
say,
for
"Oh,
where
well,
I
I'll go
couldn't
get
get
another
in
one
under
then."
10
And-
minutes or less.
I say we get it out of here, then we break it.
I
I
feel
don't wanna
very spoiled
spend
for that
time.
reason.
I want to get out of here quickly, and I want to
But I
make
mean,
sure that we
you
get
know,
out of here.
it's my choices. I
with
didn't have to
everything
work
we
for my
need.
father. My brother didn't. My
I'm
brother
afraid
moved to
that
Pittsburgh.
it's going to be hard to leave.
I just think if
got
we
lucky
get it out,
finding
we
the
use a lot
arcade
of
and
power doing it.
becoming very good
They
friends with the
happen
owner.
upon us. We're
Now
already
I'm a
weakened.
partner.
They take it from us.
It's like, you know,
and then
a lot
we
of
did
it's
the work for
choices,
them.
but a lot of it kind of worked out in my
possible.
favor because I'm
Shit,
awesome.
you know what we should have
I
done?
guess I'm just such an amazing
That guy
person.
up above the
And I
gnome,
kid.
Ivor, the
Ivor.
guy that we met when we entered this room.
Lady Ivor.
We should have
Lady
fucking
Ivor.
wiped his memory so he didn't
Everybody pour
remember
a shot.
seeing us. Because
Everybody-
if people come down, they're going to be like, "Where are your friends?"
Four
And he's going to be
shots.
like, "They went that way."
I love some sushi time. Ninja, how's
We
it going
told
over
them
there
that
in
bad
Pizza
people
Land?
might be coming to hide.
We're
Sitting
down
behind.
to the final 10
they can
minutes in 1
watch
minute.
us
So
anytime
here's
they
the
like.
10
They
minute
probably
countdown
know
shot
we're at. Oh, yeah, are
again
they
because
watching
we
us
already
now?
had one earlier.
I don't
10
know.
minute countdown shot.
Why don't you find out?
We're taking it in 1
That's
minute.
fair. I feel like I
Everybody
used
pour
rather
your
frivolously.
shots if you got them.
Oh, and I think I've used it.
Smoke
I
if
You've
you
already
want.
used it today.
Yeah,
Drink a
'cause
glass
used
of
a
milk
lot of
with
spells
cookies.
already today,
I don't
so-
care.
Precisely why we
But
shouldn't
join us
try and
in
destroy
our
it here.
family
We should
uniting of
destroy it once
greatness.
we're
Let's get it out first. Let's
Almost
get it
hitting
out.
probably gonna
60
need more than we
likes.
have.
I'm loving it. I honestly didn't know
Well,
if
I
we'd
think I
hit
can get it out
40,
of the
let alone
ceiling.
50, and we're almost at 60.
It's going to take me about 10
So,
minutes.
love to all.
We probably want to wait to catch it.
I'm
unless
happy we
wanna
got
see
to
if
do
it
it.
smashes when it hits the ground.
Oh, right.
All right.
We got to see the
Yeah.
Yasha and Bo
Let's just
moment
try to get
together.
it smashed.
That would have been the Patreon
It
hour right
smashes,
there.
it smashes.
Yeah. Fine with that.
He's not going to, but...
Okay, so I will go not directly beneath it, so I do not get crushed, but just 10 feet out and spend 10 minutes, and I will cast the spell Fabricate, and I will use that to meld the stone that's holding it.
Melding the stone.
from
Pizza Land
the
is
gem.
crazy.
Just sort of
Tonight,
hollow out.
Ninja, Colvin. Was Shane Barron over
if his
here?
columns
I'm going to
react
shout
to
out the people we haven't seen. Callisto
Yeah, I'm
Warrior
gonna stand
Queen,
pretty
Shane
far
Barron.
away. Maybe in
I
the
don't think
doorway.
you
I'm
saw
gonna stand in the
Dark Wolf.
doorway.
Emily Mary did jump
I'm
in.
gonna lie
Vera G
underneath
jumped in.
or next
Amy
to that
France
robot
came in,
man.
but David
He
France
seemed
is
like he
out
was in
there
a safe
somewhere, so
place.
he knows we love him. The Towery family who comes in the clutch
crushed.
sometimes.
Whatever happened there?
I'm trying to think of
the worst already
big name
happened.
people that we
He
haven't
doesn't
seen
strike
today. I
the
feel
same
like
feels
most of
like
us
us.
popped in at one point or another.
Okay,
I can't think of
Fabricate
many
does
others.
is less of a shape
Sorry. Oh, little Paramonster,
as
the
it
Chimiki
is,
Paro.
and more of taking raw materials and then
But most
building
people
them
did
into an
pop
actual
in at some point.
constructed
So good
object.
to see
So,
that.
if I could-
and here we are
it's up
with
to
the
you, but if
10-minute
I can
countdown.
take
So Clever,
pieces of wood and make them
Ninja,
go
Shane, Colvin,
Couldn't I do the reverse
Star,
and go
everybody.
vroom
You
and
know,
just
I
make
love
the
you
shape
all.
a wider-
Cheers to everybody. This is a
a
cheers to
bubble?
everybody
I would
10-minute
say
countdown.
come up with a. Currently, the spell requires a final visualized structure.
I have it. I will make a sort of stone latticework bubble underneath where the gem is. So all the stone around it will drip down and make
Stone
almost like a thin
latticework
spiderweb of stone
bubble,
that will
like a
either catch it or
spider
smash
web.
through.
That'll work.
I love it.
Wait, do we want to catch it? Because I can catch it.
Dream
You've got 10
catcher.
minutes to think about it.
Up to you.
Okay, I can cast levitate then and catch it if you want me to.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds
Or we
good.
could just see if it smashes.
Or we can just try to break it
Do we want it? Okay. Well, getting mixed messages.
Okay.
from yourself, mostly. If you're the one that doesn't want it.
Mixed messages
So-
from yourself.
You begin casting.
Yeah. Yeah, currently I'm going to put it in like a little bit of a stone net, which should be easy to break.
A net.
One of us to break it if we want. In a quick hit.
Sam's giggles. Like Sam's,
Caduceus.
like look how
As they're all kind of
mischievous he
focusing on
looks right
this, you
now.
hear this
Sam
very,
always
very
has like the
faint-
most mischievous look, like he's up to no good. And
Something's
you
coming.
can't trust him. Something's coming.
Back up.
Against the wall, invoke
Something is
good.
quickly approaching and
Guard
in front
louder.
of
Patient
Like
defending.
we're talking
Okay.
loud
As you're
stomping.
focusing,
Are we
you
gonna
guys
get
hear
a
this
battle
too, and as the
mode?
chamber begins
Battle
to
map
echo
right
this
before the
impact,
break?
there's some
I love
heavy
it.
footfalls making their way your direction. You hear
I would love if we get a battle map before we get into the Patreon hour. What is
you
this?
begin to see kind of light, almost like sparks,
kind of crazy
lighting up an
mech.
aspect of the hallway from where you guys entered from, and you were all within this cul-de-sac of an ended chamber. And
Great,
you
we're in a
watch
cul-de-sac.
as through
We got
the
nowhere to
opening,
go.
As you all kind of found your space to hide within the interior, you are at the moment of you're on probably no more than 30 seconds into the spell
Yeah, I
before
would
you're
bail on it.
Yeah, you have to bail on it and try to move out of the way.
Never
as
got
you
to
watch
finish the
this
spell.
towering, 15-foot tall automaton come charging through.
What the frick?
Top of the stairs, you see it standing there. This
15
massive,
foot
armored,
automaton.
like centurion, if you will. This
It's
this
TikTok. It's a
guardian
giant
golem-type
TikTok from
entity
Return to Oz.
stands there. Its head itself.
I was
this
gonna
kind
say
of
it's got to be a
juggernaut-like,
golem type thing.
Gradual hill to the shoulders, in the middle
Literally
of its face,
before
you
he
see
said
this
anything, I was
glowing
like, it's
bright
gotta be
red
some sort of
gem
golem
that's
or
like
something.
scanning the room. You see
It
its
is a
armored
giant
torso, its
TikTok.
upper chest region wide.
I just watched
and its
Return
one
to
arm
Oz
is
the
a
other day.
massive fist. The other one is
I
this
love Return to Oz.
long
Horrifying
lance
as a
that ends in
child.
barb. As it stands there, you also see that it's sustained heavy damage. Its body is somewhat cracked open, and on the inside, you can see these cables that are
Oh,
sparking.
Recent damage?
If you want to make a perception check real fast on it.
We have a giant golem, 15-foot
Real
damage.
bad. I think that's a 6.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hard to tell, but nevertheless.
A 6. Hard to tell
Let
if
me
it's
pull the
recent
chamber out
damage.
so you know what it looks like.
Here we go. Battle map coming. We're going to have a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I like it. We're going to get 5 minutes to get into it, and then we'll break. I'll do Legend of Box, and then
That's special Dungeon Master in your life.
Sam's
this
over
holiday
here
season with
ranting
Dwarven
about
Forge Gaming Terrain. Go
Dwarven
check out their
Forge.
amazing stuff at dwarvenforge.com.
Sam
or
embraces
right
chaos.
here.
Sometimes makes me think
Oh,
if
snap.
he is the champion of the Traveler. I would agree.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful battle map. Look at the door. We're in a cul-de-sac, so we
Way
are
bigger than I envisioned.
trapped.
Same.
Where are you placed in this
Ford
chamber?
embraces not. I remember this guy.
crouching behind
Do
the
we
robot.
want it?
Where's the
Okay,
robot?
well,
I'm on the
stone
stairs
lattice
to
work
your
bubble.
left.
I'm hungry now.
This would be the rubble
I'm
where
just
the,
ranting all the
the
comments out.
creature
All right, here we go.
automaton that you uncovered is. There you go. So you're crouching behind it
Automaton.
over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone else?
I was right.
I'd move the clock,
Ford,
but
yeah,
we
yeah.
only have 5
Yasha and
minutes or
Caleb would
so,
have been
less than 5
near
minutes.
the center of the room.
So I'm not
and
going to move the
moment we saw
clock.
that thing, Caleb would have taken a step left, so he is directly
But-
behind Yasha.
I feel like he's also
Right,
gonna.
so
I feel like
over
they're gonna
here.
shift the battle map. Right now,
I'll show
everyone's
you about
picking
there.
positions.
Okay.
I feel like
Right
we're gonna get
I'm
one
here.
round of turns
Can you
off
see where
before
we're
we
thinking?
close this out.
Symbols on the
But like,
floor?
if you haven't, if you
I-
have not
let's-
liked the video
Can you see where
yet,
my
So these are
key
glowing.
is?
do so.
On the back side
Because it's
bit,
your
and you
last
can see
chance.
it.
On the other side.
We did
Yes.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
Make it to 57, which is
I'm on the
glorious.
same, doing the same thing on the other
And
side.
I invoked duplicity.
Indeed.
And we
Where
had
did you invoke it?
very little time.
I
I
invoked
didn't post this
duplicity right
till today.
next to the
I posted this
stairway
around
in the
noon
middle.
today.
Yeah, right there.
So we had very little time, and it was also one of the shortest live streams we've done in months. So based on the shortness of the live stream and
Tucked against the
the
wall.
There?
lack
Yes,
of
please.
I've done
warning,
the same thing with ladders in my home
we did
game.
pretty
I
damn
love the
good
railings.
for the likes.
Matt,
Look at this! Oh my god!
Matt, that is a little large.
So
Get the smaller one.
cool.
That's cool.
We should have used the new Ford figurine to be like.
That thing is massive, and it looks way different than I imagined. I was picturing like
It has one massive fist and then
TikTok-looking golem type.
this mini isn't perfectly accurate to the vision.
Yeah.
There is one arm is this long pointed lance with a barb at the end.
Look at that thing. That's
It
actually
is very aware of your
awesome.
presence.
Shite.
Very
I need you
aware
all
of
to
your
roll initiative.
presence.
Oh snap!
Fuck, I just thought we'd have a little bit more time.
Nope.
No!
No.
Oh wow.
That thing is. Look at that thing's
Oh,
sword,
God.
First, and I
man.
rolled a
The
20.
sword
I
Yeah,
going
I
last
play.
and I rolled
is
a 1.
bigger than us.
Crazy.
Like literally, the sword is bigger than 2 of us combined.
Scenario you
Apparently.
first, otherwise he's gonna whack
Damn
you.
it.
Yeah.
25 to 20.
22.
I'm gonna go and roll my
20.
D8.
Liam's the highest.
Oh my god, are you serious?
All right.
Liam's the
20 to
highest.
15.
15.
Oh my
This is
god.
not-
We're rolling
Who
low.
was? Oh wait.
Bo already
Caleb
said,
just or not?
damn it, so she rolled low.
Caleb.
Marisha is
15
low.
to 10.
13?
10.
All right.
Oh. So Talzin and Bo are low.
Alrighty. 10 to 5.
7.
7.
Oh,
Okay.
2 sevens.
Who has the higher dex between you two?
Me.
Yeah, that's a dumb question.
So Talzin's last.
Alrighty.
Electricity. he's probably
Talzin
impervious
is
to.
dead
Top
last
of the
in
round
this
as it stands
rotation.
there looming over. It's the burning red gem in
Bo
the
is
middle of the
second to
face,
last.
giving
I
this
wish Bo
light
was
kind of
higher because she is
scans
our
across the
pop
chamber
pop.
at once. Its shoulder sparks once and its body kind of jostles to one side before it rights itself. Caleb, you're up first. What are you doing?
I lean out from behind Yasha and take catmint from inside my coat and go, and a spectral frumpkin floats, and the
Spectral
cat's
frumpkin.
eye claw is right above that glowing circle.
Big sword,
That is a big sword. Yeah,
we
Travis
use
is
it
now realizing. That
to
sword,
shred.
if you compared it to us, the sword is bigger
and
than
hit
2 of
the
us
automaton.
combined. Just the sword.
We're going after it.
The
Get it.
dude is like as big as all of us
Rushes
combined.
over to meet it. to
Like
strike.
his arm is bigger than one of us.
Make a melee spell attack.
If you
okay.
combined all of us, we might
Oh,
all
that
be
hits,
as big
yeah,
as
that's
him
a
and his sword.
26,
That definitely hits.
and it is 48.
Is an automaton is a creature?
I mean, it counts as a creature. Okay. It's just its type as a construct.
25 of slashing damage,
All right,
Nice.
25 slashing with the cat's ire.
and I will back up to the opposite wall from it.
Over here?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So as you're now up against the wall, concentrating, you see this giant apparated arcane cat claw rushes up and strikes across the front. The claws spark and carve across the front of it. You can see the giant gash marks where it managed to fit through its armor and leave this visible wound. The metal itself giving way ever so slightly, but still holding strong. That finishes.
With a slightly shell-shocked face, I just go, "Hey, go Yasha."
Hey, go Yasha. All right,
Alrighty,
solid. Look
Jester,
at his
you're up
face.
next.
I'm going to have my duplicate run up a couple of the steps.
Okay, gotta head back into Pizza
And
Land and
say-
start
she
cleaning.
can
Hope
talk
everyone has a
now.
great week, and we'll
She's
see you
gonna
in the
say,
comments. Ninja, we love you. We only got
It's me
45
you
seconds.
want.
We got 45 seconds, so I will shout everybody out
And I'm gonna have
in
a
under a
cast
minute. But Ninja,
banishment.
get back to work. We love you.
On the creature?
Yeah, at the creature.
Dang.
Okay.
Get it?
All right.
Get it, queen?
What's What's
Get
the
it,
DC on it?
Queen.
18 charisma.
We might have to
Charisma.
stop right after Chester's turn.
It's a very handsome robot.
It's a very handsome robot. Look at Yasha's face, like Ashley.
I know that look.
Say it. Say it.
I legitimately rolled a 19 and a 20 for reasons. Still fails.
What?
Oh, wow.
You might have a low charisma.
It has such low charisma
Alrighty.
that it rolled a
Nobody
19
likes
and a
you.
20 and still failed. What?
It vanishes from the space
20
here for a
isn't
moment.
even.
Oh my god.
Isn't it an automatic
a
success
massive-
for?
Like a dirt. Oh.
No, I guess not.
I guess not, yeah.
Wow, cool.
Technically, we're done.
How long is it gone for? A minute?
A minute.
Did you roll at disadvantage?
At advantage.
Advantage.
I'm so confused by that, but we're going to have to find out later. How is that? Matt rolled a 19 and a 20. He rolled at advantage. Oh, I guess he rolled a 20, not a nat 20. My guess is he didn't roll a natural 20, because Sam's saying, shh, if you rolled a nat 20, shouldn't you have just succeeded by default? My guess is no, but if he rolled, because he had, I don't know, that's weird. Because if he rolled with bad charisma and he got a minus, I don't know. I feel like if he had a multiplier that minus is 20, it's still a nat 20. Either way, I guess we'll find out because Matt's looking. Should I watch? I'm going to watch.
20.
He had advantage,
So he's got a -3 charisma.
-3 charisma.
at least.
At least.
I need to know. And Matt's looking something up, so I want to know before I.
Checking something.
Yeah, I mean, just like skills, like it's not like there's a critical success on a save. I just want to double check just to be safe. So, all right, double checking.
Double checking. Matt's double checking. I want to know before we close
Just
it
give
out.
us a time limit.
It's
Yeah,
weird to
we
stop
have a
here.
minute until he comes back.
So we have a minute till he comes back.
Or we can get.
But
and
Matt is
run.
double checking
We're gonna get that thing
on
in
a crit
in a minute.
if he's got a
Can
minus.
He takes him 10 minutes to
I
cast
feel like a
his
crit
spell.
should
Yeah,
still
we're not
Try
gonna
and
get
cut
you
it the
there,
hell
but who
out.
knows?
Yeah.
Well, I've got the claw up. I can try to smash the shit out of it instead.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And I could go to the roof, right? Or, well.
I have a deep feeling
I guess
we
Matt
can't
double
stun this
checked.
thing.
I guess.
Probably not, but we have a minute. He's gonna come back in a minute,
Right.
so we should prepare to attack him when he comes back in this spot,
Well,
regardless.
30 seconds now.
30 seconds now.
Let's go. Let's go.
You guys do your thing. I'm gonna stand there and get ready to cast.
All right, we're going to stop there. Because I just wanted to know. I wanted a clarification. So Matt is basically saying he double checked, and it is what it is. So he's gone. We just wasted 30 seconds. So Matt's like, all right, you ruined everything I wanted to do again. You all somehow find a way to ruin my fun toys. It's like Batman. Where does he get all these wonderful toys? And we always end up foiling them as a team for Matt to play with. But we already lost 30 seconds. So everybody, I'm not going to waste our time ranting like a lunatic. We know where we're at. I want to jump into the Patreon hour, but I'm going to do Vox Machina right now. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. We're going to jump into the teaser. It is almost 8:40. I figure it'll take me 10 minutes to record it, 10 minutes to edit it. I'm hoping to get it out by 9 o'clock. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. We got Colvin, Ninja Master, Amy and David, France, clever name I made, Star. We have, I think I said Ninja already. Good. I mean, also Amy, France, and David. Glorious. Good luck to you on your new house. Lisa Pocky and Michael, my moderators, the Dude JB as well, even though I don't think he was here tonight. Rogue, my good friend Neil, Emily Mary, Amy, or I already said Amy, friends. Amelia, Adam Espinosa, Rogue, Vero G. I know M. Gormley was here. Mad Loath. I think I just said Adam Espinosa. All the other names were taken. I did not see that one, but I'm assuming that is one of Michael's alternate aliases or somebody's. That's a good one. We also had Madeline earlier, Sean M. What was Deb? Deb is Sean M's girl. I'm going to shout out Deb just because Sean M is a good dude. Like I said, Madeline, which is also Mad Loath. Did I miss anybody? We had 44, Daniel O'Day. I'm shouting out the Chimiki Perro, Dark Wolf, and the Little Paramonster, even though I didn't see them tonight. But, you know, you always get a shout out because you're family. I think I got mostly everybody. Vero G, Tealbird with the glorious art that they give us every week. I think I got mostly everybody, if not all of you. But everybody, have a fantastic weekend. And is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet? I always hit the wrong one first, but we're going to guess this one.